All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well. It's go time. We are about to start the tournament. Just put up the brackets, and we are playing on new maps today. So I don't know what they look like, so we're going to load into our first map before we play it. And thankfully, due to the fact that Domination can now be played with AI, we can look at the maps. All right, so that looks fine. The Jade Tome is one of our first ones. So let's do this, and then get you. And cool, we need to put some reinforcements in, no problem. All right, should we? Army, he has no capture points? Oh, we need to have somebody with capture weight. Okay, that's pretty funny. All right, so this is going to be the first map. False start flag in the play. Yeah, not today. So yeah, late night tournament. We just decided to do it at the last second. My first opponent, I believe, is here in the Discord. So let me see if I can find the giraffe. I believe that's his name. Something along the lines of a giraffe. There he is. Hey. All right. So I messaged my first opponent. We're going to be playing Nurgle tonight in tonight's SFT. And taking it back to the old school, man. Nurgle's fun. One of my favorite factions to play. Got a Nurgle tabletop army in the old world as well. This matchup seems unfair. This is just us loading in to look at the map. So this is one of our new maps. I think we have 4 new maps in total. I think we're using 3 of them tonight. So we're going to be showcasing some new maps that were made by our map makers. And going from there. We're up. All right, let me make sure nobody has any issues here. Classic. Okay, I've been pinged. And hopefully we can load into this sometime this year. Humbly request the Bilious Thunderguff game. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Okay, so here's the map. Oh, okay, this is a pretty straightforward one. Yeah, you got a home objective, a neutral contested one with a little bit of blocking on the other side, and then, okay. Got it. Just wanted to look at that map before we loaded into the game, because in domination mode, it really does matter. The map plays a huge influence on your build. So let's do this. Load this up. You can get our opponent in here, find him. Old Professor opponent here tonight as well. I got it. Don't know what my opponent's playing. I did not see their declaration quite yet. So let's go to Big Papa Nurgle and start working on it. Nurgle. I always struggle to find them here. There you go. Okay. So there's hopefully going to be some excuses to get Rot Knights tonight. That'd be really fun. Can we get a funny? Yeah, so we're going to do some games in between as well. And we are going to be on the Jade Tomb. Here it is. Yeah, a lot of Skaven players signed up tonight. I don't know what my opponent's playing yet. He hasn't switched to his faction. So is he Bretonia? That would kind of be a fun one. Are you Bretts? Slaanesh. Got it. All right, so we got Slaanesh here versus Big Daddy Nurgle, which the meta here is very clear cut for Nurgle. At least historically it has been. Typically you just go Kugath and Slaanesh really struggles to deal with it. But there's a couple ways to go about this. You don't necessarily have to do that. It is for sure, I think, the strongest. Okay, so we're gonna actually try and win tonight. I'm not gonna get too, I mean, if we somehow lose 2 games and don't have a chance at top 4, I'll start to maybe meme a little bit, but aside from that, I do want to, give it a good old college try and see if we can win it all tonight. All right, so that looks good, and then we can get this. All right, so that's our starting army. They do have the advantage in the Marauder Horseman fight because of the prevalence of their javelins, right, compared to our axes. Because throwing axes get out-traded by the Javelin Horseman variants, which is tough. Have you watched The Fall of the House of the Usher? Yeah, we enjoyed it. It was a good show. It was fun. Now, as far as the infantry fight goes, Hell Scourges probably... I'm expecting more demonic infantry, actually, believe it or not. I'm expecting some more demons. So I'm going to build accordingly. Cultists, not bad. Kha'Zix the Befouled. Cultists could be kind of cute, like a couple foot cultists here, maybe, just to get up and grind it. They do have that summon. Do they do magic damage? They don't. So that's a little bit of a tricksy hobbitses. I doubt that they're going to take a blob fight with me. I would be pretty surprised. Really, the big thing in this matchup is just effectively taking down the... yeah, the Toads are cool. The Cultists of Nurgle are fine, I guess. The big thing is taking down their horsemen. In my limited experience, that is the way. And that's going to be 855, so we have enough for a warrior. Typically, yeah, the Hell Scourges are a little bit tricky to deal with, I suppose. A little bit of a tricksy hobbit. Definitely want to max out on Nurglings just for capture weight. And the Exalted Hero Goon Squad isn't bad either. It's not. Look at the Angels of Decay, I think, are pretty fun to mix in there. Get a couple Furies. I think you just kind of have to take those. And as far as other elements go, like a Bile Troll isn't a terrible idea, maybe. Let's get sweaty. Norska is a very beginner-friendly faction. Granted, I don't know, is it just me or is Norska kind of being overshadowed a little bit by some of these new Chaos updates? I feel like, I don't know. I'm sure some good players could still win with them, but is there any reason to bring a Rot Knight in this matchup? I'm just trying to find an excuse to bring my Power Fantasy unit, but I don't think I have quite yet. All right, so let's get you in there. I think that's going to be a good inclusion. I think Pesties are actually good in this matchup. Slaanesh does have a deceiving amount of armor, so you want to make sure that you have some tools to deal with that. And we can probably go with 2 of those. Yes. And then what are those guys? Those guys are 1250. They have Seekers. Seekers are pretty good units now after some of the changes. Do we want throwing axes of our own? Probably not an awful idea. And how do we deal with Seekers? We don't really have a good tool against them aside from like using like janky Furies or something. And big threats coming out of them. Got to make sure to cover all my bases. The Toad Dragon is a fun kind of idea here. He's definitely a fun idea. I think these are maybe a little bit too expensive, so I think we cut those and get a little bit more of a fine-tuned army here. All right, let's do that, and then we can get the Frolickers, and I think I'm about ready here. So as far as spells go, I think we can do that instead, and then we have 100 gold left to spare. My opponent appears to be ready. He's putting the pressure on me. I love it. All right, good luck, have fun. Let's see what he's got. Fight with their lust, disgusting rotten filth. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious what we're going to be seeing out of my opponent here. Furies are really good. They're a very strong unit. They did get nerfed a little bit, which was, in my opinion, 100% warranted. Find your opponent. Am I pinged again? No. Okay, we're not. So I went with a very, I don't know what I perceive as a meta build. I don't know if it actually is, but we're going to find out. In before 15 chariots. Chariots are just so haggard. At least the Slaanesh ones. I think basic chariots on some factions can be good. Like I've been having a lot of success with Kislev chariots, as always. High Elf chariots too. I think Lion chariots of Grace, as well as the Tyrannok chariots aren't bad. I think there's like a bit of sleeper power with those units. But yeah, overall chariots are a tough one. Wookiee has been unleashed. He has. Now he is out of here. One game. Sounds good, man. I'll make it a good one for you. All right, so we're on the Jade Tomb. And so we have a home objective, and then we have a neutral one over here. So I have Big Daddy Kugath, as well as the Soul Grinder ROR, and they're there just to nuke. Yeah, just to kind of pop, lock, and drop it. So these guys are going to go defend the home objective, and you guys are going to move up towards the neutral objective. Slaanesh typically wants to play ping pong with you. If I was playing against Nurgle, which I have played many times, typically you want to play ping pong. You just want to like bounce them between objectives and try and hit and run and use the Exalted Demonettes. It's very micro-intensive. I think that in an equally skilled matchup, Slaanesh can definitely beat Nurgle. It requires a bit of effort though. It's not super easy. I haven't tried the Wolf Chariots yet. I haven't tried them. I'm going to wait for my opponent to ready up. Okay. So let's see what my opponent's got here, and we should be good to party. Oh. All right, so Sigvald, a couple Marauder Horsemen throwing axes. We're going to get Kugath and the Soul Grinder. We don't want to shoot the Soul Grinder. Yeah, okay, what's this around the backside? That is going to be Seeker Chariots, and that's why I brought Plague Toads, just to keep him honest. Kugath will throw his... he'll move and shoot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he does move and shoot. The Soul Grinder, however, needs to be a little bit closer. I think this is close enough to get some good shots here. So we're going to do that. 1, 2, and 3. That looked like pretty much a direct hit. Yeah, that was nice. That's really good there. And Kugath can do this, and then we can just kind of keep scooting and shooting. So we got Sigvald, we got a Chaos Sorcerer of Slaanesh. It looks like it's going to be Devoted Marauders with Hell Scourges, which we shouldn't have too many issues with. Let's pull these guys back, and Kugath needs to keep moving. We can't have him just sitting on his toilet seat here. All right, so we move back to dodge that. First call-in is going to be the big ROR Festering Stooges. Ooh, yeah, this Soul Grinder, the Noxbringer, it's freaking awesome. It when he hits you, it gets rid of your ammunition, which is pretty fat, right? So that's really good. In the meantime, we just keep blasting him with our Soul Grinder and just moving Kugath up. First call-in, though, like, the only way they really beat me is bouncing between objectives. Like, Kugath will dominate Sigvald pretty hard in a, like, objective fight. So I just need to, yeah, make sure the back objective is really safe with some Exalted Plague Bearers, and then we just rolling, right? All right. So good value there so far. We have to keep the Toads here, or else the Plague Bearers are going to get karate chopped. Kugath is, he's dropping some stinky bombs here on these guys. Soul Grinder needs to move up. Take another shot here, and we have Seeker Chariots in the back, and here we have more Horsemen coming out, which is a little bit unfortunate. But we can move over this way and keep supporting. Kugath is going to move in and fight, so we'll get Kugath in there. And get you over here to support a little bit, looking great. And we are eating a little bit of firepower from those, but nothing that we can't, deal with here. All right, so did we get the shot? Should get it point blank here. Let's get these Toads back a little bit. Yeah, we're getting it. All right, nice. That Soul Grinder is definitely carrying this game. He's doing a lot of work. All right, so let's summon some Nurglings, and we can just chase down some of the mobile units with them. All right, shoot here, and then you just come over there and waddle after them. And Big Daddy Kugath is now up on the point, so let's get the Plague Bearers. And you guys up here, and then Kugath can just roll dirty and just route these guys off. Shouldn't be too much of an issue here. Yeah, so Soul Grinder is anchoring the back point. We got the Exalted Plague Bearers coming, so now we can get these Plague Bearers moving out this way, although we got to be careful, but I have a fair amount of time to work with, not as much as you would think, so we got to be extra cautious here. But we do have the capture weight on the objective now. Kugath is for sure going to get these guys down, so let's do this. Nurglings get run over, but they are the fake ones, so I don't mind that at all. And you keep shooting here. Just keep working on these horsemen. Get these plague toads heading across there. And get you guys to throw your holy hand grenades here. And now let's get the Pox Riders. They're pretty mean units. All right, so we're starting to take over this objective. So now we just need to get the big Chungus over there. And these are going to be Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges. Okay, so we just get this unit and turn around here. Get Kugath to go after Sigvald. And we should be able to win that fight. Now, as far as this goes, I'm not seeing a lot of AoE out of my opponent's army. You can see the chariots get easily fended off there, which is great. Soul Grinder is an excellent anchor against these units. And yeah, Sigvald's going to get absolutely worked on by those guys. That is for sure. All right, so how are the Plague Bears looking? Pretty good. That objective's ours. Do we push the home objective? What's the call-in going to be? Is that Hellstriders? Yeah, it's Hellstriders. Are they anti-large? They are the anti-large variant. Okay, so we're going to go just make sure we capture that objective real quick. Pull you guys back to the point. Keep using the Soul Grinder to knock down my opponent's ranged. And let Big Kugath just grind it out on the point, which hopefully will work out for us. All right, so how are we looking here? Yeah, those Chaos Warriors are going to lose. Let's pull you guys around. We could get the Pox Riders just to run over these Forsaken here, maybe. All right, so Soul Grinder, let's get the Toads in there. Good micro for my opponent for sure. And we can move in here. All right, so next up, let's get some capture weight, just speedy capture weight up here. We are slowly winning this fight. It's going to take a minute to get all these guys off, but I'm hoping we will. All right, let's keep chasing these Forsaken down. Let's get the Plague Toads going right there. And the Noxbringer can just actually engage in melee right now. I don't think my opponent has enough range that really warrants, worry. So we're going to call in Furies to support this. We have the Exalted Plague Bearers. Also, our ROR Toads are just absolutely bullying these Forsaken, which is to be expected. Let's get back on the point with Kugath. We don't want to lose it. And yeah, that point should be ours. So Kugath can come here. Let's punch Sigvald in the face right there. And we're in a very, very dominant position. The Chariots, typically Nurgle does have good mass. I don't think Chariots are an excellent option there. Do we have enough for another Pestigore? Not quite. All right, so let's get these Pesties up on the point here. Let's get these Furies overhead and just have them, we can actually kill these Hellstriders really easily with Furies because Hellstriders are designed to kill large targets. These ones suck against small targets. So if we just tarp hit them with Furies, they're just going to die. And the blob fight is favoring us. Pretty much every aspect of the game is looking really, really dominant for us right now. Sigvald's kind of getting smashed up. Let's pull the Soul Grinder back. We can do this, and we're going to Curse of the Slug so they can't get away. And now we just call in more Pesties and just run them up the field. Let's get you guys up there and engaging. Pull you guys back. Right on. So yeah, Furies will kill those Hellstriders. We have a disgusting blob here. It's really, really foul. Sigvald versus Kugath, the duel of fates. We could probably just roll over here with Kugath, to be honest. And let's use you to engage here. It's fine. With Fury support, it should be a pretty doable one. Haven't really had any necessity to use magic yet. I'm trying to see where we need some healing. I think just a big overcasted heal right here on this blob would be pretty gross, so we're going to do that. All right, so Kugath is going to roll dirty there. And we need to keep infantry support coming to the far side as well to make sure we don't lose this. That fight's going well for us. Kugath is going to break this fight open, and probably we're just going to get through, and my opponent's going to get their bread buttered, I'm thinking. All right, so if he wants to do that, it's fine. We can just charge him there. No problem. Big Kugath is going to provide us more Ascension. Let's go ahead and do the Curse of Virulence, which is going to lower the stats of all these guys. Somehow we've lost capture weight here, so we need to make sure we reinforce that just with some Nurglings, just to sit on the back of the point. Pestigore is doing it, and we got all the boys grinding it out over there pretty well. Just kind of, let's just cruise through. Yeah, let's get the Soul Grind over there. We need a little bit more cap weight here. And that is going to be some foul magic from here. Once we break this position, we should be able to just push up and take his home objective, honestly. And we do break that, so let's move up here. Let's move up here and get the Pestigores on there. And the Furies over the top, rear charging in, would be the sweet spot. So that fight is looking very good for us. We have a Fecundity. We could just go ahead and heal. That blob's like full health, honestly. We can do a little healing over here. Let's get these Furies around the back. And then we just do a rear charge. Those are Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh, though. They're pretty resilient. Although I think the rear charge, do we intercept reinforcements? Yeah, probably we just rear charge in. And we just can do a push to his home objective here, because eventually all these guys are going to get worn down, and we're going to get to the goodie jar. So what we can do is we can do an overcasted Rancid Visitations, try and kill the caster. Toads have arrived, Soul Grinders arrived as well. Let's get a Vanguard point, call in some Pestigores. They just trade super well into Slaanesh Warriors. And yeah, I think we're winning this fight. I mean, we got a lot of stuff there. Kugath is eventually going to make it to his objective. You can see that Rancid Visitations did some fat work, so now we're just going to waddle to his point, leave some Nurglings here, and just to make sure we don't get ninja'd, let's reinforce with a second Nurgling on the back point here, right? All right, so Soul Grinder, guard mode to make sure he shoots despite the combat situation. We got Pestigores here. Ooh, point-blank shot on those Chaos Warriors. That was a brutal one. Plus, we have all these reinforcements here. That's going to be so incredibly tough. So what we have here, I would say, is a very meta build, but I want to try and win games tonight. You know, test the limits of old Papa Nurgle. We're going to see if we can pull this one out. I think we can, because this objective is easily going to be ours. It's basically just one Chaos Warrior there, which Kugath is going to just completely dominate in combat. All right, so you guys are there. Next call in, we could do some Horsemen. Should have done a Vanguard point. We're just going to park them and just get throwing weapon support. He does have Sigvald here. Pestigores are a little bit shooked up, but soon we'll be passing them on points. Nurglings here, Nurglings here. Pestigores have arrived to the point, which will provide us with a little bit of sustainability. Those Chaos Warrior, man, Hell Scourges they are not a joke of a unit. They are very, very good. All right, so we get there, and then we just park the Horsemen right there. Nurglings, we move there. There are some healthy dudes in the trees here. Do I have anything to chase them down? Not really. So that point has gone to us. Now we can get Big Kugath rolling over here on his mobility scooter. Noxbringer is on the point, probably going to be flipping right here. I think even if I park these Horsemen, it's still going to flip. And then Kugath can just start rolling over there. Oh, they're going to be Furies. If they attack here, that's probably a mistake. Are they going to go for the back point? They might. So we need to get something more resilient over there, like some Plague Toads to help out, because you might be able to do some work on my back point here. So we're going to waddle over here. We do get the capture weight. Good. So that's a really, really unfortunate one for him. We got all the capture weight, and now, you know, the big Chungus is moving over there on his scooter, and it's gonna be trouble here pretty soon. All right, let's form ranks, get the Plague Toads here to make sure we don't lose it. Those Chaos Warriors are in big trouble. Where's the caster? All right, he's out of range. Curse the Baggins. Yeah, we're still maintaining cap weight here, though. We are slowly losing this fight. You know, Sigvald is a pretty good fighter as well, so we need to watch out for that. Let's move here. We got the Toads to make sure we don't lose this. We have Exalted Arwar Plague Bearers here, so I'm really not stressing that. And the capture weight is now starting to flip to my opponent because he's just simply got, you know, better stuff here. All right, let's get some Plague Bearers, rolling them up. Kugath is like, in land battle, he's an unholy scourge, right? He's so scary. Here, you can kind of avoid Kugath a little bit, and this is typically how you kind of do it. You bounce between the objectives. But Sigvald isn't, like, super mobile. Can we get a Rancid on that? Oh, man, if I can get a little bit closer. I don't want to, like, show my hand yet, make it super obvious what I'm trying to do. Nurglings and Toads back here. We get some throwing axes. Let's get you guys in there. Big Kugath is going to start working on this point, and we're pretty well secured. He's going to try and go for this one, but I have passed him in points, and it's going to take a million years to get rid of these units. Let's pop a Fecundity over here to heal and mitigate some of that DPS coming in. We need to be fighting on the objectives, obviously. We don't want to be messing around elsewhere. Plague Bears can head up here, and I think, what do we call? Yeah, just some DPS is fine. Now we should be able to kill his Furies with our Furies. Soul Grinder, let's get him back on the point. Kugath is doing it. Now, I got a little bit laxed on that, but that Rancid Visitation should do some disgusting damage, pun completely intended. Here, we're just chilling out. You know, the Javelins are wasting, not wasting, but using their ammo, and it's going to take them a while. But here, we should win this fight. Kugath will just simply Mortis Engine everything off the objective. All right, so Plague Bears are heading up here. Our Furies can beat up his Furies. We're not up by as much value as you think, but we do have a lot of healing, and my opponent does not, right? And I think we got their caster. Yeah, the caster got killed, so there's no more Slaaneshi caster on the battlefield. What do we got here? Mirror Guard coming in. Okay, we could be in some danger of losing our back objective. Probably just get Toads up here. Toads for the Toad God. And let's get our Horsemen around the back of these units and see what we can do. Yeah, you can see basically wherever Big Chungath goes, it's hard for my opponent to really fight off. So now Chungath can move back this way, and Horsemen can park around the back. We have more Plague Toads coming in. Let's get these Pestigors coming up. Furies can probably help clear that objective. Noxbringer can shoot at these Horsemen across the way, and Nurglings, Plague Bears, and Plague Bears can hang. Probably bring you over here, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this game's over. Slaanesh needs to be either ahead on points here at this point in the game, or just there needs to be a lot of stuff going better for him. Let's just keep the Furies here. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be watching the Hellstriders with Slaanesh, seeing what their plans are, and then just slowing them down when they get close with the Curse of the Slug. And it looks like the home objective is simply just going to be a victory here. Let's get those Toads to rear charge those Chaos Warriors. And we just anchor down on these 2 points. Kugath is, you know, he can go over here and make sure we win that. No fancy units this game. Should be unsummoning Pestigors that are beat up so I can get some fresh ones. Bit of a mistake on my end. It's very sloppy with my Pestigors this game. Many of them are still fighting though, which is great. But yeah, Kugath is on the way. Keep the Horsemen kind of splitting the difference. My opponent does get his home objective back, but it's actually a hard fight over there. I don't think there's any chance that Sigvald's going to be able to get that. We got Nurglings. Let's get another Fury unit. Just come out here, park. Get the throwing weapons back here. Kugath is going to roll in, and he is going to give him the dirty nice and good. Nice and good like. All right, so yeah, basically no call-ins right now, which is pretty funny. Everything's kind of active. I mean, we have a couple units, but yeah, Mirror Guard are going to get Mortis Engine now that Kugath is here. That's going to break the back of this army, and we got, what, Devoted Marauders and Hellstriders on the way in. Very cool, very cool. All right, feeling good. Fecundity, let's just drop it like it's hot back here. Kugath is very healthy. Hellstriders are not trying to engage. We're just going to kind of fan out on the battlefield to make sure we can get them. And see if that works out. The Exalted Plague Bearers, man, they're a menace. I love that ROR. The Festering Stooges are really good. All right, so it looks like they're going to go this way, which is the obvious play, right? You go away from Kugath, but we have enough here to mitigate them pretty easily, I think, between the Plague Bear units and some of the other tools. All right, so Sigvald is basically just trapped, battling a million units, so we're just going to tar pit him. We can start moving Kugath towards my opponent's objective here. And yeah, we just park and wait, basically. We have the Soul Grinder. Looks like it's going to be some Forsaken coming in. They're definitely going to arrive too late. Yeah, Kugath can head to my opponent's home objective because it's still actually under a little bit of threat over there. Okay, we'll just follow you guys, see where they're trying to go. I just want to wait till they commit. And that one's going to commit, so we just charge it. That one's going to commit, and that's going to be pretty much the end of these things. They're both going to die. Now we move Homeboy over here, get the Noxbringer in there, and Sigvald, we just tar pit him on the back objective. I mean, there's a lot of things tar pitting him there. Let's just get some Pesties to split the difference. The Cavalry diving, basically desperation here. GG, well played. All right. GG, well played. What type of candy do you think the Chaos Gods would eat? That's a tricky one. I'd have to think about that. Let me get back to you on that. As far as the build goes, 3,800 on Kugath, 2,100. Really, the big epicenter of this matchup is killing the Marauder Horsemen. If Slaanesh is allowed to have their Marauder Horsemen, they can dictate a lot of the fight. But if you kill them, they really do struggle. I also think Sigvald isn't that great in this matchup, if I were giving some critiques. I think that the demon characters, whether it be Azazel or the Exalted Keeper of Secrets, are better because they can dominate. You can rampage my Soul Grinder, potentially kill it with the anti-large Exalted Keeper. You can also battle the Toads more effectively. It's faster. So when you're playing Slaanesh versus Nurgle, your whole thing is bouncing between points, right? You don't want to fight them where Kugath is. And if you have, a 90 movement speed monstrous demon or whatever, you can do that way better than you can with this guy here. So, GG, well played. All right, let's check here. Perfect. So just doing some admin stuff real quick, and we should be all good. All right. So let's refresh this and report our score. That's round 1. If we finish quickly for some reason, we'll move in and do some quick battle stuff. That would be fun. All right, so Nurgle got the dub there versus Slaanesh. I think it's a hard match. Slaanesh, you need to have really impeccable engagements in micro and things like that. The Demon Lords don't like Rancid. That's true. I guess I see the argument you're making. I just feel like if you have Sigvald, he just contributes so little in that matchup. I guess he does grind the points down. I'd have to think about that one. I have played that matchup competitively a couple times recently. I'd have to go back and look at my build. It was in a tournament setting too. Filth and grime, pox and slime, beating wings. Yeah, that's what it's all about here, man. We're doing it for old Papa Nurgle. Taking a look at the tournament tonight. Let's see how we're looking. Should have a lot of people wrapping up here. So you can see we got Festus with a Christmas hat on, even though it's not Christmas. It's his birthday. His Christmas of sorts. So Pwn won his game. I won my game. Scrambled Egg had a victory over Hadries. I'm sure that was a really good match. I need to take care of this. And a couple of games still to finish. So we started at what time? 7:15? 45-minute round timer. Okay, players have another 18 minutes to finish their rounds, but I suspect it'll be done before that. I suspect it will. All right, so let's update this player's score here and do it. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it was a good one. Let's go ahead and like theory craft that matchup. I think a really good thing to do in between games here is if we lose, we theory craft how we could amend that loss. And if we end up beating another faction, what we could do is go to that faction and come up with a build that could beat ours. Yeah, that's the idea. Every day is Christmas when you're giving out terrible plagues. That's true. That's definitely true. That is true indeed. All right, so that's loading up. Should be able to adjust their score in just a second. Hopefully I don't accidentally crash the website or something. I don't think I will. Yeah, I think I clicked on the right spot. There we go. Perfect. We got a big update coming for Total Tavern sometime in the near future. Next couple months maybe. Pretty excited. Our web developers are awesome. We got a couple folks volunteering their time to make some really, really cool updates to the website. So it's going to look clean. It's going to be more responsive. It is going to be great. Yeah, and Kari, not bad. Okay, so if I was playing against Nurgle on that exact map, what build would I do? Let's see here. I understand the Sigvald approach because of Rancid. But the Exalted Keeper of Secrets is pretty cool. So Exalted Keeper of Secrets, Lore of Slaanesh. Shadows isn't bad for actually killing Plague Bearers. You could do like a Pit of Shades, Melkoth style of play against Nurgle. But then you're missing out on the Rampage, which is pretty sweet. Although, what are you really going to catch out of place with Nurgle? I guess the Soul Grinder. You Rampage the Soul Grinder and it charges you, and potentially you catch it in a really bad situation, right? I think it has to be that. So we go with I love this one, Anti-Large. It has a built-in Rampage. Oh, that's right. It has a built-in Rampage, and maybe we can go Shadows. So let's try Pit of Shades, Melkoths. And Smoke and Mirrors you don't need. Soul Siphon is a decent Mortis engine. That is the healing ability. Seductive Glory is the Rampage, and Ballet of Blows we could probably cut. So it's still pretty damn expensive, right? You obviously have to max out on Horsemen. And you know who I think is like really sleeper good in this matchup is going to be Fiends. Because Fiends will dominate Plague Toads. They'll trade pretty well into most of Nurgle's units, honestly. Like, what on the Nurgle roster is going to be good against these? Cultists are an interesting one. You can, you could go for, I think it's a mistake to try and fight Nurgle with your own Mortis Engine Shrine. In my experience, that just simply doesn't work too well. So maybe you throw in a Fiend, and the Soul Grinder of Slaanesh is an interesting idea too. You do give up quite a bit of infantry killing power, but I think getting sneaky Exalted Demonette pushes is pretty rad. Is there any way we could free up a little bit of money here? Arcane Conduit is cute, but we could probably afford to cut that. And yeah, so something like this is very cheeky. Because here's what you do. When Kugath goes to one objective, you take your 48 movement speed Demonettes, you run away from him, and you engage. Because Exalted Demonettes will beat down most Nurgle infantry, right? And then you get Fiends. So let's get a second Fiend. Okay, and get some Seekers too. I think Seekers with the cost reduction are very good right now. You get a Fiend. And as far as infantry goes, I don't like basic Demonettes. The Exalted ones are just so killy that I think they're worth it. Mirror Guard are good infantry to mix in too, because they do magic damage, so they trade exceptionally well and give you good sustainability. Your Furies also aren't bad. I think maybe mixing in a couple Furies probably is a good idea. We have 2 Exalted Demonettes here, and from there, I think we just go for like cheapo Marauders probably. Maybe these ones. The Hellscourge Warriors are cool. It's kind of about swarming on the points quickly though, right? So we got this, we have this, okay. A fairly elite build. Double key. You know, Harrison, I think trying to kill the Kugath is a mistake. I think at a high level, if you're playing against someone who's very proficient with Nurgle, they're going to win that fight. Because if they have Kugath and they have a Soul Grinder, they can Rancid Visitations you, and the Soul Grinder can contribute to the fight, and I think they win that. You should play this build next. Well, I'm playing Nurgle tonight, so I'm not going to be... playing. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, we got one game still to wrap up, so I have a little bit of time to still do this. One sec here. Great. And yeah, I think the opening build is the idea though. right? Yeah, you got that Soul Grinder is a problem though, but Fiends can also pressure it, right? Like Fiends can chase after a Soul Grinder, and what is Nurgle going to protect with in terms of their mobility? I don't know. Maybe there is something with Fiends, and do we bring a Soul Grinder of Slaanesh? It is a magic damage fighter with anti-large who can really do some work. I think we might need more infantry killing power. So maybe do we bring out another Exalted Demonette? I think so. I find that Exalted Demonettes are really scary in this matchup. Chariots I don't think have much of a place, unfortunately. You could also theoretically maybe do a Cultist. Like a cheapo Cultist just with the summon. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool because you call it in and it gives you something to help sustain on the objectives. I think like something like this is good. Yeah, I like this build. It would require a lot of micro, and you are vulnerable to the Rancid Visitations. But, you know, the Keeper of Secrets, if they bring in Exalted Plaguebearers, you can Pit of Shades them. If they bring Chaos Knights, anything like that, you have Melkoths. Melkoths also good against infantry too. You still have a built-in Rampage because this character has the Seductive Glory, so you don't need to... You have Seductive Glory, and you also have the Army Rampage, Fascination and Narcissism to snare targets and isolate, so I think you can get away with going Shadows. And you just bounce between objectives. Wherever Kugath is, you take your 80 movement speed demon and your Marauder Horsemen and your Exalted Demonettes and you run the other way. And you just sacrifice a couple Marauders to fight Kugath and keep him busy for a period of time. All right, somebody's pinging me real quick. Let's see what it's going to be. Tournament help, all right. What's it going to be? Sounds good, all right. So let's check here. So who are you in the tournament? Okay. So it looks like that message just came through. And my opponent was unable to play his match and conceded. Okay. So let me find out who that opponent is. Mr. Hill. Okay, I can't find you, so let me message you. They say they were dropping. It looks like we're already in the next round, which is good. Very expedient. People playing quick and hard, which is good. How good is the Lord there, though? This Lord? The Exalted Demon Lords are very good. The Slaanesh one is pretty damn strong. Okay, I don't know who the opponent was here. Probably just going to be a drop here. Okay, so you can play the next round. Okay, sounds good. So let me just go ahead and tell them. Can you... Okay, sounds good. Can you report round 1? Okay, so just doing a little bit of work here. And we got one little admin issue wrapping up here. Okay, so he's going to report. Hopefully this player shows up. Yeah, Furies, the Slaanesh Furies are good. I don't know how useful they are against Nurgle. Maybe for chasing down the Horsemen and things like that. Although having a Slaanesh Fury, at least one in the back pocket, probably would be a good idea. Now that I look at the build, maybe even 2 would be prudent. All right, so homie's reporting the score, and then we can advance the round from there. Hey, Turin, random question. Have you checked out a game called... Yeah, Pone has been telling me to look at that game, Mechabellum. I think I'm pretty close to giving it a try. All right, so the round is finished. Let's go ahead and advance the Swiss. And here we go. All right, round 2 is live. Let's see what we got. It is going to be myself versus America. Okay, wow. Something in that vein here. Okay, so let me tell the goblins. And go down here. Okay, goblins, goblins, goblins. Where are you at, my mighty goblins? Round 2. All right. So round 2 is live for the old goblins. And now I just need to find my opponent, who is it America? I have no idea. His name is spelled a bit funky here. Was it you? Okay, let's see here. No, it's not that person. Okay. So gonna have to track down my opponent. He's got a mysterious name that I can't find in Discord. It's easy on the wrists, yeah. Could be fun. It could be fun. Hey, Charles, welcome to the stream. So we just started round 2. And let's get you. Okay, and then we need to update your score real quick. Outstanding. And I still haven't heard from my opponent. How the hell does he spell his name? It is... Okay. Where are you at? Is he in there? Oh, I've been pinged. Rise. Okay, we found him. We found him. We've done it. Okay, match invite has been sent, and the second map for tonight, is it going to be a new one? I think the second map is an old one. Yeah, we're on the Arachnok lair, which is a very much a brawl map. Very much a brawl-centric map. All right, so they should be here in a second, and we'll get this game going. Yeah, late night streams, man. Kind of short notice, just an hour ago. Decided to kind of fire the beast up, and here we are. Figured it's been too long since grandfather has gotten the love that's much deserved. Plus, my wife just made me, so it was my birthday a couple days ago on the July 12th. And my wife made me an army carrying like case for Old World, and it's themed for all the Chaos Gods. It's really cool. We'll post some pictures on the community section later. So we had to do Nurgle proud there. Oh man, okay, we're playing Dwarves. That's not an easy one with Gyrocopters. Gyrocopters definitely have skewed this quite a bit. The Gyro Cheese is real. So we have two options against Gyro Cheese. We swarm the objectives and just try and win on points, or we contest the gyros. It's tricky. It's tricky. You know who loves to brawl? Bilious Thundergruff. Oh my god, dude, don't do that. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. All right, so Wookiee Claw's here for the block. We got Dwarves here in this match. He won his first game. Let's see who he played against in the first game. He defeated Tom. Okay. So, yeah, gyros are an absolute pain. They're an absolute unholy nightmare to deal with, man. They need some big nerfs. They shouldn't be able to move and shoot. Like, because there's no way to catch them. With good micro, your opponent's always going to outrun you. All right, so against the Dowie. The Dowie. Don't Fury shut down gyros? Not really. No, gyros can just run from them and then shoot, and they continue shooting. So it's a little bit scary, actually. As far as lore choices, the Chaos Sorcerer Lord is always a good call. He's just, basic solid. He gets her done. I think we're gonna go with a little bit of this, though. I think that's gonna be the play. Kha'Zix the Befouled is kind of a fun idea in this matchup too. Definitely not the worst idea in the world, potentially. We could try a little bit of Kha'Zix, but goddamn, he's really expensive. What does he do that's better than an Exalted Hero? I guess he has a lot more HP. He's on his Rot Beast, the Befouled Charge, Corrupted Flesh, Deadly Onslaught, Sword of Filth. Meh. Could be a fun one to try. We're going to mix it up. Do something a little unorthodox here. All right, so let's do this. You definitely still have to max out on Furies, because if you run into like 4 gyros, you're going to be like, okay, I need to have something to deal with this. Yeah, Curse of the... They're like weird. Their hitbox is strange when you're chasing them. I don't think there's any limits on gyros today. Some tournaments have been limiting gyros to like 2 or 3, but not tonight. Not tonight. We're playing it the old-fashioned way. So definitely Pestigors are like your best friend here in this matchup. They're quite good. Trolls and whatnot are okay on this map. I'm almost like the power fantasy is to go with a big toad dragon, but I also want to try and win tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a good chance of getting a dub in here. So I think we gotta be a little bit more traditional with the build. Although I did bring one off meta element so far. Okay. Let's do this, and we need to save a little bit of money. So how can we do that? Probably that, and get you up in the main army. Yes, my little gremlins feast. Let the Nurglings feast. I actually played some games with the Toad Dragon the other day. Had some success. If I was playing Dwarves, I'd bring a Lord as cheap possible, then Thunderbarge and Mass Gyros. How dare you, Pone? How dare you bring such evil? Oh god, yeah, it's like super troll. Aside from that, we could try you guys. I don't know how they're gonna do, but I think it's an MLG Tech. 1700 is way too expensive for that, though. All right, so we got that. We need to max out on Horsemen because you can't be messing around with those. And what about chariots? I feel like chariots just, I mean, even with the buffs, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's going to be so many slayers too. Slayers are a bit of a pain. Doomseekers are also a thing. How do we effectively deal with Doomseekers is the question. We need a monsters to deal with Doomseekers, right? So with monsters, we get, we have the throwing axes. That nobody ever leaves home without those. Doomseekers are vulnerable against, I suppose the answer would be Plague Toads of Nurgle. Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably your best bet. And we get a Shielded Marauder. Call it a day, man. We call it a day. Yeah, Doomseekers are scary. You gotta put some respect on their names. They do magic damage too. So the thing about Doomseekers is they don't even trade terribly into like bigger targets. Oh, that's actually probably really good too. All right, so let's get this. Let's get you guys in there because you're super awesome. And yeah, we can use Furies to kill Doomseekers. Actually, no, they're infantry sized. That's a problem. Okay, let's get one Totemus Prime. Who let the toads out? We gotta let the toads out. We gotta let them out. Yeah. On this map, a toad dragon could be somewhat viable. This is like one of the few maps in which you could maybe get away with a toad beast. It would be it'd be very tough because gyros can just roast it. They're so freaking OP, those things. On this map, you probably can conquer opponent's force and hide from pesky gyroflies. Yeah. That's the idea. I still am gonna put respect in the gyrocopters, though. You gotta do it. You can't sleep on them. Those things are a menace. I really want to bring the Toad Dragon, though. That's the real fantasy here. Drones. Would exalted heroes and rot beasts be good? I prefer the foot variants in this matchup. I find that they grind pretty well against dwarf characters, but yeah, you know, I mean, the rot beasts are really cool. You definitely get some style points for those. I brought Kha'Zix the Befoul just for fun to kind of test the waters with him, and I like Festus in this matchup. Yeah, I like Festus. Because if they bring a hero squad, Festus can heal your heroes, and he can also Rancid Visitations them and help you snipe Felix. So it's pretty good. Thank you, darling. Appreciate it. All right, so we're going to show the tray pictures off after this game. Yeah, it's so cool. I'm so excited because I'm going to a tournament in August for tabletop, and we'll carry the army in this glorious tray. So she magnetized a army carrying case and decorated it with handmade like Chaos God like embellishment. It's super cool. Yeah, I know I've betrayed the Toad Dragon for the last time. Right, a Ragnarok Lair. Let's get it. Let's see what's cracking. So this map is definitely a decent one for us. The only downside is dwarves can get to the objectives very quickly. So that's I would say one of the few downsides of it. We do have a Chosen of Nurgle, who I'm gonna like sneak on the back objective. It's my signature thing. I always love to bring one Chosen, right? That's my favorite. A couple Marauders here, and then we got Festus. The two mounted characters here, a couple Horsemen, and the Horsemen are just gonna Vanguard up and try and grab some points really quick. So we're going to start on the far side here, and although that will bring his attention over there, he will notice the Chosen a little bit better is my only concern, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right. It's go time, baby. Yeah. Let's see what my opponent's got. Good luck, have fun to you, man. Got a 17 stack, so it makes me think it's not a gyro build. It's probably just more of a traditional build, which is good for us, I think. Gyros are my biggest concern with dwarves. Yeah, they're very concerning. I'm going to have to limit them in the upcoming faction war, though, for sure. Like, I've been playing a lot of conquest battles, and gyro cheese is just unholy on ladder. It can be beaten, but it requires like you to tailor your full build to it, and if they don't go gyros, then you just lose. And that's not healthy for the game. Nurgle versus dwarves. Yeah, a bit of a grudge match, sort of. Hopefully I didn't rush him. I feel bad. Okay, one sec here. Yeah. Okay. So we're still waiting. It's go time. You need some Dark Elves? Yeah, I could arrange some Dark Elves. They're pretty cool. I think Wood Elves are probably my favorite, followed by Dark Elves, flavor-wise. Okay, we got, oh, Belagar, okay. And the Chosen are gonna like creep around the side, extra creepy into the trees. And we can run up with our characters and start feasting. Okay, we got Long Dong's Slayer Pirates. Yeah, the classic dwarf hero. So it's more of a traditional dwarf build. He's got, although his hero core is gonna lose to mine, I think. I think my heroes are a little bit too strong for him here, but we'll find out. I brought Chaos Knights because they're the coolest unit. And yeah, we just play the side points, right? I think that's gonna be the play. So Festus is going to go. Our characters are going to go start feasting on some of those dwarven troops there. Let's run up here, capture that. Chosen are going to waddle this way. And yeah, now we just feast. Should be a pretty easy one. Those are not even the AP variants, so I'm feeling pretty good. Now for Collins, my opponent has Felix. Yeah, Felix could come down here and cause some havoc. We are putting some hurt on those units. We'll get our infantry up here in a second. Sniping Felix Jaeger is for sure the most important element. Chosen are just going to hide in the trees until he forgets about them and tries to send something down there. And then they're going to give him the dirty is what I'm hoping for. All right, so we'll get you here. Festus, we're going to go ahead and put you on Mortis Engine for starters. And are we going to get this objective? Maybe so. So we can get some pesties and get some pesties just to kind of screen the battlefield here and here. And we do get the triple cap out of the gates, which is outstanding. All right, so he's running with those units, but we'll catch them is the thing. These are blasting charge boys, so we need to get our characters and just go jump on those. Let's pull back a little bit. Yeah, be cautious. We just need 2 objectives to win, right? That's the mindset we have to have here. So yeah, we're going to get blasting charge here if we're not careful. So let's get you in here. Let's get Festus in there. And the Dwarven Hero Core is on the way in. Okay. So we broke that one unit. Now we move this way. Just try and get back if we can. Let's get Festus in there with the Mortis Engine. And unfortunately, yeah, I can call in some Furies to target them actually. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. And what do we got here? We have a little bit of pressure. We could actually move these Chosen over. Yeah, I think that's going to be a play. All right, so how are we looking here? Yeah, they're getting Mortis down. The blasting charges haven't hit home yet. We'll get you guys to jump on the other blasting charges. So we're going to jump on these guys right here, pull you guys back, and get you guys moving up into the gun line here. In the meantime, yeah, I think we just chill here. Looking good. We don't want to lose Festus. If I lose Festus like a potato here, I deserve to lose. Thankfully, that Dwarven Hero Core is very slow, and we have interrupted those units, so the blasting charges are going to have limited success. So now we just go after Felix. Felix is 100% the one we want to snipe, so we just get our characters, go after Felix, put on healing elixirs, and now we are chilling. So Felix should die pretty quickly here, I'm thinking. We got throwing weapons. Let's get you in there. Let's get you in here, and now we can get more of these Pestigors running up the middle and living our best life. So Felix is not almost dead, but he's taken a beating for sure. We got the infantry moving in, and we've avoided the blasting charges, you know, to a decent extent. Not to the best of our abilities. It's not perfect, but how is Felix not getting hit at all? I do not know what's going on there, but we need to get Festus in there to provide that healing, and we need to get Felix Jaeger down like a year ago. Did Rancid Visitations not go off? Oh, it didn't for some reason. Okay. It's interesting. So yeah, now we're going to start on it. I totally blundered my horseman like an absolute potato, so we're going to go down there. Chosen are going to get blasting charge, which feels bad. You know, what can you do? We've almost gotten Felix down. The healing elixirs are popping off. These units are looking a little bit worse for wear. Let's get some more Furies to come back here and go dive on the range units. And yeah, overall, we do swarm those units out. Let's pull you back. And the Chosen do not get blasting charge, actually, which is great. And we've almost got Felix down. He's almost dead. That's like, if you guys have ever played against the Dwarven Hero Blobs, the first rule of dealing with them is getting Felix. Long Dong Slayer Pirates. Okay, interesting. So Chosen are going to have very cost-effective fights here. Let's get you back and you back. Let's get Felix down. Is he almost dead? He almost is down for the count, but not quite. So now we can switch on to the Thane a little bit, and we can get our Fury units. One of them, ideally, to chase down Felix would be really good. Here, we do manage to win on the side. Blasting charges are coming for us here. Let's get these guys to throw there. And the middle fight is going to go our way, I think. I think we just tarp hit it with cap weight. Yeah, we'll get you here. And eventually, I think we win that. So my opponent is going after my dude there. Need you guys to hunt down Felix. If he comes back, it's a big problem. You know, that's how the dwarves heal, right? So we need to get you, and just do a fleshy on you to make sure we don't take any bad fights. And these guys can flank in from the side. Let's do this. And the Chosen, you're slowly going to win that fight out. Slowly. All right, let's get you back. Let's go after this. Felix is being hunted, which is great. We've gotten that Thane down. I'm telling you, my hero core is very, very good. It's incredibly strong. All right, let's get some more pesties. Run them up here. We can attack you with those. And now we just kind of go after Belagar, right? Like, and then we just win this bottom fight, and that's probably just going to be, not GG per se, but it'll be very good for us. My opponent calls in what? A cannon? Longbeards, Chosen are still grinding it out. Let's get these guys over there to do their thing. We can put a Fecundity on, yeah, on that middle fight there is fine. The heroes are slowly starting to win that fight. Oh shit, are those thunders? Oh, they're just regular thunders. Okay, thank the gods. Still might be enough to punish me though. So, okay, I need to get something on them like right now, like a year ago. All right, so let's get you guys. I think we just circle here. Let's get these Chosen over the top. And that Thunder might lose us the game if we don't shut it down. That's like one of the things my opponent has going for him. I really want to get Felix off the battlefield. So let's loop here and get some Furies coming over. All right, good. We got on top of them. Festus was able to get away. But that was a very close call. I almost just lost the game there. That could have been GG. Against Dwarves, there's not a lot of room for error in my experience. All right, so the Chosen are still grinding it, and we're going to get you on top of the Furies right there, and call in another Fury to get that cannon in the back. In the meantime, Festus is just going to sit here and support. So you guys sit, and this objective is starting to flip. We do manage to get our heroes there, and Felix is almost chased off the battlefield. He's taking his sweet time for sure. Let's get some Furies right here on top of these Rangers. That's going to be very nice. Thunder unit is getting taken down. If those had been the Grudge Rakers, oh man, I would have probably just been karate chopped there for sure. So let's loop around the side here, see if we can get anything. Festus is just going to cackle in the bushes, but we do manage to take down the backfield, which is great. Let's move over here. And we need to get this objective, though. The points are getting a little bit dodgy. Those are just basic Slayers, so I'm not too worried about that. He's unsummoning, which is good. We have Chaos Knights. Yeah, to call in if we want to, but yeah. So we swarm there. We do manage to get a good jump on those. And do we move Festus to the middle? I think we do. I think these two characters can kind of handle everything that's going on down here. Let's call these Pestigors. And Collapse. Chosen are still just giga-chatting it. We're going to take down these Longbeards and see if my opponent is slipping, and maybe I can get that cannon, right? We're going to see if we can get that cannon offline. All right, so how's Festus? Yeah, he's got his healing elixirs on. He's not quite healing capped yet. These dwarves are almost worn down. This objective is actually in danger of being taken. So I think I need to take the Pesties down here to make sure we don't lose that. As far as this fighting goes, I'll use Fecundity on these Furies. They're doing really good against his mass shooting. And is my opponent paying attention? He's not. This is like very inconspicuous back here, and that's going to be a great pick for us, which may help to seal the deal. Felix Jaeger's off the battlefield. That's outstanding. So let's come back this way now. I don't have a screen blocker on, do I? Oh my god, I thought I did. I was like, man, we have the dreaded screen blocker on. Festus is coming. Yeah, we correctly identified which objective was in danger. The Chosen, the Sleeper Chosen, still doing really good. Furies can descend here. Let's get a surround there. The cannon is probably offline. Granted, he's probably going to stabilize it. And let's get you to get in there and fight. And yeah, a couple little throwing axes here. Toads. Yeah, there are Slayers there, actually. Just get some throwing axes for quick cap weight. Let's go over here. Switch on the Mortis engine to help kill the Slayers. And I don't know if overcasting is smart, because I don't want to take overcast damage. We're just going to try and rancid this guy down. Long Dong Slayer Pirates. Furies are definitely going to be cost effective there. Let's get our Chosen. Those Chosen are still just absolutely owning everything they're fighting. One thing I am very vulnerable for right now is maybe a backside cap, so we're going to go get some Toads over there to just camp that. And we didn't quite kill that guy. We didn't quite get him, but let's get our two characters. They are getting worked on by these Slayers a little bit, but the Slayers should be hemorrhaging models right now, especially with the Mortis engine active. Let's switch back to the healing elixirs, though. Get that going. All right, so we got the throwing weapons here. Middle objective is still getting contested by the Chosen, which is great. He's probably going to lose out cap weight here soon. Let's go ahead and get a Vanguard Nurgling up here onto this point. And Festus, yeah, Festus he wants it, but he needs to be careful. All right, let's go get that character here. Throw out these units, and pop a Nurgle Bless, man. It's going good so far. Chosen of Nurgle, I love a Sleeper Chosen unit. It's my favorite. They are already up to 1100 value, because people just think they're Chaos Warriors. If you just mix in one, I'm telling you, if you guys are aspiring Nurgle players, or even Chaos players, mixing in one Chosen, it depends on the matchup, though. Like, Chosen of Nurgle are different, because they have really good AP, so they generally perform very well, whereas other ones are a bit more niche, right? Yeah, so Kazek the Befouled has been an absolute Terminator this game. He's been great. And now we go take out Belegar. Yeah, look at that. Another character down. We're going to go get Belegar Ironhammer. And on the side, good thing we preemptively sent those Toads over there, because that could have been a little bit ugly. Let's get some Pesties moving up. Furies here. Chase down those Grudge Rakers. And Belegar should die here. Shouldn't have too much left in him, especially with Rancid. Yeah, we'll get him with a Rancid as well. It's good against Dwarves. Despite the spell resist, you still want it, you know? You still want it. All right, so Toads are down here. Let's get them on these Dwarven Miners. and head them off there. Belagar probably dead here. Pestigor is grinding away. Still got the big man doing it. And we can do a Fecundity here to heal up the Exalted Hero. Let's pull these horsemen back. That side objective should be completely safe, so we're just going to go and start pressing on the middle. I think this game's over. I think we're... Although, you know, the thing is against Dwarves, sometimes you think the game's over, and then suddenly there's just a million miners on every single point. You're like, why are the points looking like that? Alright, so Belagar needs to go. Not that, like, sniping Dwarf Lords is the most effective strategy, but I think, yeah, Festus needs a Fedora. He does, for sure. He's totally a neckbeard. Yeah. Festus is definitely neckbeard prime territory. Alright, let's get these chosen and just work back towards the cannon. These guys have actually, you know, they're so good at anchoring that point there. I think it's foolish to take them away from it. Belagar's almost dead, and the second wave of dwarves has come. I'm telling you, do not underestimate the Dowie. Their staying power is insane. And the value is kind of close. Granted, I have healing and he doesn't, so I think that puts us in a pretty good position here. Any other units I can call out? Let's get some Marauders with Great Weapons down here just to sustain on the points. Oh my, what the hell? Why do those blasting charges do so much against my character? Jesus, that was like 40% of his HP. Dear God in heaven. All right, Belagar's running for the hills. Let's just get the Mortis Engine party going here. We don't want to lose Festus, so we're going to kind of waddle him into the trees. Let's get the Chosen on those Dwarf Warriors here. You guys engage there. On the side, we're looking completely fine. Next call-in is probably going to be Chaos Knights. We're just going to sit here with Festus, keep that Mortis Engine party going, and get another Marauder coming out there. Looking good on the point. My opponent doing good on summoning, so clearly they know what they're doing. And one Rancid, that might actually finish him. 700 HP with the spell resist. He'll probably live with like a tiny bit of HP here. Maybe. Oh, I don't know, actually. That's dunking on him pretty good. 200 HP, 191, 16. Oh my god, dude. He lives with like no HP. That probably means he's going to break off the battlefield, though, which is good. This point has been secured. And Festus is just Mortis Engineing down this blob. Our character's in a bit of a precarious situation, I suppose. Chaos Knights will be our next call-in after this Fury. The Fury is just here to hunt down the Quarrelers and the various missile units. So this gentleman brought a more traditional dwarf build, like what you would have seen pre-gyrocopter buffs. And it's certainly viable. You know, if he had killed Festus earlier, could have been a win for him. So yeah, those Slayers do have anti-large. I don't know if I want to be fighting them there. So let's get the Furies here. The cannon is chilling, but he's trying to shoot through the trees, which is going to be kind of rough for him. Yeah, Belagar is a Chad. Dude, he's rallied with 16 HP. I think it's worth it to just go try and kill him, actually. So let's get you lined up, you lined up, you lined up. We have pretty much the advantage everywhere on the battlefield at this point. Belagar should die to those Furies. If they can't kill a 16 HP Belagar, then they don't deserve it. Oh my god, 1 HP. Can we get the white, please? Alright, let's get on those Slayers. Let's pull Kha'Zix back. Chaos Knights are the next call-in. A big timing. Yeah, a lot of Dwarf players do this. They like summon 4 units at a time to try and overwhelm you instead of like trickling out units, which is kind of a cool strategy for sure. Let's get on these Slayers. Let's get Festus here with his triple chin, just providing Mortis support. Somehow Belagar has returned with 1 HP. Those Furies just can't hit him, which is classic Total War jank. And unsummon. We're not going to unsummon these Chosen. They're fighting for the Chaos Gods here, man. They're going to the bitter end. So let's move you down there. And call-ins are going to be Chaos Knights to help defend the other side. Slayers obviously don't want to be fighting chaff units, right? Oh my god, look at Belagar. 1 freaking HP. Imagine if the game actually was like on the line here, right? And it actually mattered how that fight went. That would just be the jankiest shit. All right, let's actually weave through the seam here. So we're going to like move through with those units. And the Furies are just like can't hit him for some reason. I mean, he is shattered. So arguably coming across here is just going to be a better play. Let's get some Chaos Chads down here. They're going to just grind through these kind of trash units here. Definitely some Doomseekers maybe could have helped them, I think. All right, let's get through and get that cannon for now. I'm telling you, Doomseekers are like a sleeper, super strong unit against... So let's intercept them, and then we can just, you know, our characters... This character squad was freaking awesome this game. I really enjoyed them. All right, Fecundity here. Let's heal these bad boys up. Festus providing his Mortis Engine from downtown. And yeah, Belagar lives with 1 HP. GG, well played. 2-0 with old Papa Nurgle so far. All right. Yeah, Belagar, literally 1 HP, dude. Yeah, it's a weird thing. Maybe if I manually micro it, I'm not sure. That was a good game. Killing Felix, getting rid of the character support was definitely the big victory condition there. All right, let's see how we look. Festus is, you know, he's fine. He was healing, so. But 1,200, 1,600, man, 1,000 on that Marauder there. Chosen 1,500. They held for a long time. They did great. And aside from that, very, very generic army for us. Nothing terribly exciting or new. You know what? Interestingly enough, I probably would have struggled if I brought the Toad Dragon because his Rangers and his Thunders probably would have killed it with the cannon too. He had a lot of tools for bringing down big targets. Yeah. All right. So what do we got? Let's refresh it. Oh, wow. The round's almost done. Nice. So we are here and we are here. And that is going to be Nurgle versus the Dwarves. I'm just grateful I didn't have to face Gyros. I am grateful. Yeah, Chosen are a good sleeper, sneaky unit, I'm telling you. Just mixing one in. There comes a time typically when your opponent has to fight them, so it can be good. So yeah, fast round. Almost everybody's done. Undefeated players are myself, Scrambled Egg Special, Molg, Professor Pone, Brother Bear so far. Is this the time of Professor Pone to rise from the ashes and win an SFT tournament? This is going to be the prophesized day, isn't it? I feel like it might be. The Professor Pone prophecy has come to fruition. So next up, we have round 3, which should be starting in the next couple minutes. It's been very smooth tonight. Who got the buy round there? Was there a buy round? Yeah, the Giraffe. Okay, so let me give him a point if I didn't already. All right, so he needs to get his buy round point. We'll go from there. Yeah, we're playing Nurgle tonight. Yes, I fought Scrambled Egg on Quick Battle recently. Yeah, he's a great player. He's really good. He's good at pretty much every format. He's been one of our top players in Dom, and he's really good at Conquest, or you know what Land Battle is now as well. I think if they just increase the points value on Conquest and like maybe change the way the objective flipping works. So if they add like 100 points to the Conquest and make it so the objective timer doesn't go up if they're fighting on top of it, I think that would be, I mean, it could just replace Land Battle, I think. Yeah. I'm happy with how it is now, but you know, it's more of a it has some domination elements in it, fighting over the point, which I know some Land Battle purists aren't going to like as much. All right. You're inspiring me to paint my Death Guard army? Yeah, that's a lot of gray shame. Thankfully for you, Death Guard are really easy to paint. If you use some, there's some quick techniques. If you just like spray prime your Death Guard army, okay, with Death Guard green, all your Plague Marines, then from here, just do an Agrax Earthshade wash on all of them, okay? When that's done, you get a dry brush of Ogre and Camo, and you just dry brush your whole army, every part of them with that. And that literally takes care of like 60-70% of the models, and they start to look really good at that point. And then from there, you just do the metallics and the horns and tentacles and things like that, and it's pretty straightforward. Yeah. Have you ever tried a base building RTS game like Forts? No. I mean, I've played base building RTSs for sure. Yeah. I have. Okay, so let me check, see if the last players are there. I haven't played that game though, no, but I would play base building games if they had a PvP element to them. You know what I'm saying? If not, then I probably wouldn't be too interested. You need to give me the sweet PvP goodness. Like if there's 2 of us building a base and there's some sort of a conflict between us, I'm into it. Yeah. Come for off meta build, staying for painting tips all day, man. I'm burnt out after painting Thousand Suns. Oh my god, yeah. Chaos in general can be suffering because the trim is so miserable on Chaos. Like I'm painting Chaos Dwarves right now and they have so much trim on their armor and I'm just like, end me. Like, and then when I went to go paint an army without trim, I was like, oh my god, this is what it's like. I don't have to paint trim. Forts is PvP, it's great. Okay. Yeah, I have a video on the channel of my Death Guard army. I posted it a long time ago. It's about time we do another art video. Show off some of Anna's art and also the armies that we're working on and everything. While we're in between matches, who do you think is going to win? Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Oh, man. So, if it were an MMA fight, Mike Perry, for sure. How big is Mike Perry? Okay, so Mike Perry is 5'10", 185 pounds, right? And Jake Paul... And Jake Paul is like a whole nother weight class above him. I don't know, man. It's like that one could go either way. I want Mike Perry to win it, but it's it's easy to clown on a lot of people will clown on Jake Paul because he's not like because he was on Disney Channel and he was a YouTuber, but that he's legit athletic as hell, and is he is a good boxer. So it's a boxing match, right? If it were bare knuckle or MMA, Mike Perry easily wins those, I think. But in an actual like boxing match, that's tough, man. Yeah, he's got that. Yeah. I don't know. I would, Jake Paul always does this. He either picks like super old retired fighters or people who are smaller than him, right? Like Mike Perry is probably like 30 pounds smaller than him and is like easily like 4 or 5 inches shorter than him and older. Yeah. So there's a lot of variables there. All right, so let's refresh that and see how we're looking. And the round is done. All right, perfection. Let's go ahead and advance it. Advance the Swiss to the next round. I'm not backing anyone to win. I would rather Mike Perry wins, but you got to be a realist sometimes, man. Yeah, it's that would be pretty sweet if Mike just takes him to town. How many rounds is the fight? All right, let me get this. Round 3 is live. All right, check. And all right, so let me get the next game going and do this. See who our opponent is going to be for the next one. So we're playing another undefeated player who has won all of their games, which is cool to see. Hey, there you go. We're up. We are up. It is time. Oh yeah, dude, Jake Paul's on a ton of gear for sure. When you're fighting these like YouTuber, like freak show fights, like they're not adequately testing these fighters for performance enhancing pancakes, as they say. There's no way. It's funny, they had a couple years ago, they had what's it called? Was it called the Creator Clash? It was the one that what's his name was running. Oh. It was the YouTuber boxing thing. What's his name? Oh god, I'm just getting so old and crusty. I can't remember his name. Can somebody help me in chat? He's like a comedy YouTuber guy who's been like an OG YouTube fellow, and he was doing a boxing Creator Clash is what it was called. Oh my god, dude, I can't believe I can't remember this. Let them feast. Hopefully they will. iDubbbz, that was his name. It was iDubbbz, yeah. And so when they were asking for YouTubers to do it, I actually sent them an email and a Twitter message saying I would do it. And they ghosted me. I was like, oh, that would have been so fun. Imagine if we got to fight in that. With my decrepit autoimmune disease, would have been great. All right, so Borderlow Landing is the map. Oh, the Chaos Dwarves. Oh, shit. All right, we got some Chaos Dwarves here. A chess boxing thing? Yeah, no, that was different. No, it was iDubbbz. It was the one he did. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with your assessment, Butter. Yeah. All right, so here we have the Chaos Dowie. This is a bit of a tricky one. I got ghosted, dude. I was too weak. I'm too weak. That would have been super fun for sure. That would have been really fun. I would do it for free too. They wouldn't even need to pay me. I would fly out there. I love martial arts and combat sports and all that stuff. As long as they could find another 40-year-old to fight me. I'm 36, but who would it be against? No, I don't know who it would be against. Chess boxing, but Total War. I'm not very good at chess. I think I'm like 1100 elo. I've never studied or practiced. I just occasionally play 10-minute chess, which is what, standard? Not standard, but okay. Anyways, we got Chaos Dwarves here. On Borderlow Landing. All right, so the Chowies are. I'm a little bit nervous about this actually. Let's try something a little off meta here, maybe. Although that's going to be a risky pickle, to say the least. All right, so we get you, and we get these guys. Yeah, it has to be you, I think. The arthritic division would have been great. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. All right. I don't actually have arthritis. It's something different. I have it's called enthesitis. It's where my body attacks my own tendons. I mean, I still work out and am relatively fit, but it just hurts. I could push through it. It would just be very painful. All right, so let's get this. How is this guy ready already? Oh my God, this man is on a mission. He is ready to go. All right. Let's cut that and cut that. That is 200 cheaper. That is a bit more HP, I suppose. All right. So from here, what are we going to be dealing with is the question. Is it going to be the old dread? Not sure how to approach it. Okay, yeah, Nurgle, this is a matchup Chaos Dwarves can actually win. I'm a Chaos Dwarf main. I would say they're probably my main faction that I play. And I find that I'm usually pretty favored against Nurgle with my build. I don't know what he's bringing. Probably double, some amalgamation of artillery is going to be what's on the table, I would wager. Okay, so we do that. Probably just 3 of those is adequate enough. The correct infantry choice here is definitely just Pestigore. They will trade very well into a multitude of targets. Pretty much bringing anything like really big here is extremely dodgy. In my experience. We're going to try one thing that I think might be a little bit off meta. We're going to try it. Rot Knights I think are just haggard here. I think they're just Jankimus Prime. Nurglings, for sure you need the capture weight. You could even start with Nurglings in your main army. That's kind of an interesting idea. Just to get like some quick objective presence, maybe. Huh. Alrighty, so we have 100 left. What can we afford with 100 Gs? Is there anything we can afford here? Evasion, why not? Okay, we'll get that. Man, rancid visitations. Got 1,000 gold left. We have you. And Rotflies, like in theory, they should be good against Chowie. They should be decent. That's for damn sure. Maybe one of these wouldn't be bad for a little bit of speedy pressure. And now we have 825 left, so let's get you. And now we got 300 left. Lovely. Just can't like get the proper amount. All right, so we got these, and let's get you and you. All right. I'm hoping this build works. It's very, very swarmy, I think. Is this Sorcerer? What is he on? He's on that. Okay. Just making sure I brought all the right spells and stuff. Let the Nurglings feast. The Chaos Dwarves are waiting. They are. It makes me nervous that he has a build that ready. Yeah. Want to say Toad Dragon? Oh my god, no. You never bring a Toad Dragon against Chaos Dwarves. Because Chaos Dwarves pretty much automatically take a Baeltor's character. And not only will he fight the Toad Dragon well, but the Death Shrieks that are sitting behind him are going to saturate in and do some really, really nasty damage. Angels of Decay are cool. Yeah, they're cool. I like them. In this matchup, I think we're going to try them maybe. Yeah, Rotflies on paper should be good, but they're just not amazing. All right. Oh, yeah. Opponent's a really nice guy, saying some kind words before the game. Greatly appreciate it. And, all right. So, even if we lose this, we still have decent chances of making the top. That is for sure. Professor Pone is playing Scrambled Egg Special. That's got to be a tough matchup. And yeah, Chaos Dwarves definitely like things that their heat-seeking missiles can obliterate. So we're going to do a little bit of this. And now for the rest of the army, we have the Great Marauder Great Weapons, which is to be expected. Here, it's all about getting a big envelop on the Chowie army. You know, we want to get that big surround on them. And just try and envelop, yeah. Okay, so let's get you, and then get you. And, alright, so then these guys can be in 4, and then these guys can be in 5 over here. We'll call it a day. Alright, so my opponent's army is 12, which probably a little bigger than a double Death Shriek starting. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. They're super good tech against artillery. Yeah, the Rotflies. Yeah. I have Furies. I have Angels of Decay. The Angels of Decay here, I think, will be... Did I just accidentally stop the stream? No, I didn't. Okay. Hit some hotkey. Some funny sounds were coming. Yeah, Tamarkon is I almost brought him. He's actually not horrific against the Chowizar. So what do we got? We got a Deathstreak rocket launcher, and okay, it's literally about as meta as you get for Chaos Dwarves, which is fine. And we're gonna go up here and do a little sneaky. So the idea is we get our characters back there and we just go cause some havoc, right? Deathstreakers are pretty terrible. Like, he doesn't have much of a front line, so if I can just bull rush him down, we're going to be able to do a lot here. All right, so let's get you guys around the side. Collins are going to be probably double Fury. And we'll just get them ready to envelop. Because a Fury will do good damage against Deathshriekers, actually. And he'll have to use Hobo Goblins to fight me off. So we're just going to go hide behind this pillar for starters. And then prepare the advance. Alright, so yeah, we'll call out the Furies in a second. We don't need to call them out yet. Back objective is going to be threatened by us. We'll send out the little gremlins to go get it, because I don't really care if they get hit by Deathshriekers, so it's fine. We're behind the pillar. We have the Bale Taurus of Metal. No final transmutation. Okay, so just character killing. So we just have to like time this push very well. Otherwise, we could get karate chopped, right? So we see the Bale Taurus character coming. We can take him in combat with our 3 characters, for sure. Let's do that. Deathshriekers are shooting away. Yeah, they're decent against infantry, but not god tier or anything, right? So we should be okay. All right, let's try and dodge that if we can. Get around the pillar. Oh, it's the Matrix. Look at that. Still got it. Oh, sneaky gets. Sneaky gets are coming. All right, so we have the capture weight here, so let's get you and you. Get you pushing into the back of the base there. Furies are on the way over, and we do see the Hobgoblins being called out. So he's a sneaky get, dude. All right, so there's going to be a Searing Doom pop there. I don't think it'll do that much damage, but should be fine. And from here, let's go ahead and call in some Forsaken. So we'll get some sustainable infantry. Next, we call in the Angels of Decay. And we need to just get on top of these guys here. Yeah, we are getting shot a little bit there, so it's unfortunate. All right, but we should be able to shut them down pretty quickly. Let's get you into the backfield. Let's get you going over there. And those Fireglaves are going to get shut down, and they're going to have a bad time. And we have them triple cap now, so we just play this way. We just hold the objectives, try to minimize damage taken, swarm his back line, you know, make it real nice and ugly, and get you on top of the Fireglaves there. I think maybe we get enough back here that we're okay. You could probably just jump on that for now. Let's keep moving, because his front line is really, really low quality, right? So we can just straight up like push like everything we got. I'm going to save up for Angels of Decay next. All right, so let's get this. One Deathshriker is being swarmed pretty hard. We're going to get another bit of pressure on that Deathshriker too. I've played a lot of games as Chaos Dwarves, and one of the biggest issues I tend to have is getting stuff like this. It's very tough. We're going to keep some Nurglings back there, and I think we're going to get some 1 unit of Pesties to run up there and reinforce that. All right, so now we're in the backfield, right? So we can go and cause some havoc. We're going to go get those aspiring characters back there. This objective, actually, we don't have a lot on it right now. Let's get those Forsaken, get you on there. I forget that he's got those sneaky gets coming. That Deathshriker should be done for. What do we got back here? Those are Hobgoblin sneaky gets. So we're going to go ahead and nail this. Get you guys there. And that thing should be offline. And without the artillery, there's basically a 0% chance he's going to be able to beat us. In my anecdotal experience of playing this matchup a lot. All right. So we got our characters back here. We've already killed. Deathshrieks are very vulnerable. If you're going to go that route, you need to like guard it very, very well, right? And here, I don't even know if we need to worry about Angels of Decay. Like, I feel like we've accrued such an advantage already. Like, I was going to bring them to deal with these, but we do get both of those Deathshriekers offline. So now we just fly overhead with Furies. Let's get our characters out of here, and we have the backfield stuffed. Let's get these Nurglings heading back this way and go stabilize that objective. The middle is in flux. He might be able to kind of start to threaten that one a little. Let's get some Nurglings heading over there. Let's get our characters heading back to the middle objective. Let's get you back here. And just make sure those Deathshriekers stay offline. Yeah, Nurglings can come, and we will go and get on these Infernal Guard. Let's get on the Infernal Guard here. And now we just need to retake the middle. Although the side and the back, he's getting a little bit of work done there. He's getting a little bit of work done, yeah. You can see some havoc is being caused. Let's kill those Deathshrieks, and let's get on the Fireglaves here. We can go ahead and do a Rancid just to try and finish him off. And now the Nurgle pressure needs to stack up. We need to get more and more. All right, let's get Marauders. Get him coming here. We almost got these Infernal Guard offline. His backfield is in big danger. We're up on points pretty considerably. Nothing stealing our back objective. And we do have waves and waves of infantry coming here. And here you can see the Infernal Guard Fireglaves are in some trouble. Also, the back point is under some pressure too. It's just a pesty unit, but they might be able to do something. We'll find out. All right, so Forsaken getting routed by that character. No surprises, that character is an absolute raid boss. We're still chasing off the Deathshrieks. We cannot allow those things to come back. We got to have those Furies on full alert here. Yep, so let's fight those guys. Maybe? Is he going to charge me? I'm not sure. I think he was fighting something else. Let's go after the character here. Let's get you up, you up. A little bit of a theft on my back point, but, you know, Nurgle is not without mobility, right? We have some. So the objective's coming back to us. We got our opponent stuffed back. Typically, what I would advise against Nurgle is artillery is essential. you either start with 1 and have a better quality front line in intercepting elements like Bull Centaur Renders, or you have it in reserve and you have like a wider army to push up and meet their width, and then you call it out. Because the way that I've done exactly what he's done so many times, and now we see Renders with great weapons coming out, which is cool. But our character squad and infantry swarm is going to be too much for him here. Okay, good sneakiness on the back objective though. I really like that. So let's get a Nurgling and a Nurgling. Get a couple of those little trash goblins over here. Run back. And yeah, that's not good for you. This character is getting whooped on, and we're going to actually get him with Curse of the Slug. So he's slowed now, and we're right on his tail. Uh-oh. Big Chungus Nurgle is going to get you. All right, so let's get here. Get that Deathstreaker offline. We got him slowed. We got him with Rancid, Overcast, which is going to be brutal. Pesties are getting swarmed over there, which is fine. Back objective, we're just going to kite these guys and wait for the turd burglars to arrive. And this is GG right here. Yeah, this is GG. We got this Sorcerer Prophet in the trash can, so he's going to pay the iron price. Get that offline, and both Deathstreakers, I mean, so much of his army that he invested in was basically nullified. Yeah, Nurglings are doing great here. Let's get them battling it out up there. Keep you guys parked here. And we just continue chasing Homie off the battlefield. Meanwhile, in the back objective, we're looking pretty cozy. And the sneaky gits are dying to throwing weapons. All right, let's get a Fury. Just can kind of play the midfield. Kind of like football or soccer, soccer or football as most of the world calls it. He's going to be like, I know this position is more or less defunct these days. Okay, we killed the Baletor's character. Nurgle hero squads are pretty unrivaled. They're really, really strong. Yeah, so we took that down. Let the turd burglars feast, that's right. So there's no reason for us to push for a triple cap. I mean, except for maybe ending the game a little bit quicker. You see now the Skullcracker and Bull Centaurs, if he had these things on the battlefield earlier, it would have been a much harder game for me. But the fact that they were not there, and it was mainly just, his whole front line was like a couple Noblars, or Hobgoblins, whatever the hell they are. So we're gonna get you to attack here. We're gonna swarm you there. Furies on the Skullcracker, and get our characters moving in. Looks like it's gonna be a play for the middle for my opponent. Let's do some unsummoning here. Forsaken definitely got wrecked, and call you guys up to the middle here. So Bull Centaur Renders, yeah, you can see them getting worked on here by the Furies, because they're anti-large, right? So they're not going to be super excellent against the against those units. Back objective is pretty stable. We have 10 capture weight back there, so I'm feeling pretty good right now. All right, so let's get these guys to gather up and just hang tight. We got our character squad. Angels of Decay still haven't been called in. One reason I like Angels of Decay is against Chaos Dwarf trains. Their little hand grenades and their mass can be useful against the trains. All right. Sorcerer Prophet definitely got the sausage. I'm up 4,000 value with the healing faction, so that's definitely not good for my opponent. So let's get you guys in, and then we can just turn and start bashing. Let's get our Furies in and have them come help. Do a little bit of this, and we have a Rancid on that train if we need it. All right, so you guys move up, and let's get Angels of Decay next. So how are we doing? Yeah, the train is getting whooped on pretty hard. Nurgle characters, I'm telling you, hit super hard. We're going to Rancid that, and then we're going to do a Fecundity here in a second. And that train is probably going to die pretty freaking quick. All right, on the backfield, we got a couple of Hobgoblins moving in, Wolf Riders. The train is looking pretty bleak here. And the Bull Centaur Renders are just, they're not a unit that's designed to fight a big blob of chaff, right? We should probably just unsummon you to be fair. All right, so keep on that train. Get our Nurgle characters to do it. Get the Angels of Decay to roll up. Get their Unholy Hand Grenades. Horsemen can move to the middle. And we just fight and try and win here. Okay, so we're chasing the train. Chaos Dwarves are pretty much tabled at this point. We'll get the Angels of Decay to go in. How much WOM do we have? We don't have enough for anything spectacular. Yeah, so it is what it is. Bull Centaurs are broken up. And this matchup, probably going for the anti-infantry Bull Centaurs is better, I think, because the prevalence of Furies. And these guys are going to throw their stinky hand grenades. And you can see good damage there on the Skullcracker, which is pretty rad. We can make a play for the back objective in case he doesn't leave. We'll do that. The Pesties heading back there. And yeah, just keep chasing here. Got some sneaky gits. You did use a lot of sneaky gits, though. So this was a match with undefeated players. And next we're going to have... now we're basically guaranteed to make top 4. The odds are pretty good. Let's get you guys cruising up here. And, yep, get you. And that's going to be it. GG to my opponent. All right. So, Chaos Dwarves have fallen. The front line was too flimsy. You needed more screening to protect that against an aggressive Nurgle build. Yeah, this is cool though. Yeah, a lot of sneaky gets. In my opinion, they're not that great against Nurgle. They probably trade down into like Nurglings and things like that and Marauders. Double Death Shriek, and this is not a bad... I mean, this is like, these are good and this is good. It's just, you also probably switch to Magma Cannons. In this matchup, I've been switching to Magma Cannons. And they work better for me. Yeah, cool stuff though. GG, well played. GG, well played. I'll give build on stream. Okay, so I was just chatting with my opponent there. So yeah, real nice gentleman. We're gonna talk about the build. So if I were playing Chaos Dwarves against Nurgle, which I played this matchup with some top players a handful of times, let me go ahead and go to the drawing board. But first, let me make sure there's no admin issues and report the score, and go from there. All right, so there's this. We were actually the first game to finish, so we have some time here. So what were we playing? We were playing Nurgle. That's right. Old man brain can't remember 30 seconds back. Nurgle versus Chaos Dwarves. Okay. The Chowie. And let's go ahead and submit that. What's the toughest faction matchup for what is the toughest faction matchup for domination? So here's the thing that's kind of cool. For domination mode, we have a nice little esports website. So if you go to totaltavern.com right here, you can go and we track all the stats from tournaments. So you can see what the top factions are and you can see what they struggle against because we have specifics, right? So you're like, okay, let's say you're a new player coming into tournaments. You want to play Khorne. You click on Khorne. You can see their overall win rate and you can go and look at every single matchup in the game and see which ones they struggle against. So that can, like, if you're doing a pick and ban specific system, that could be helpful. So you can go on and check all that out. Anyways, back to this. We have Chaos Dwarves against Nurgle. Okay, so against old Nurgle, here's probably what I would recommend. You would definitely have the right idea with the Sorcerer Prophet. You have two choices. You can go with a Fire Prophet for Burning Head. So you would just bring him like this. Or you could use a Metal Prophet with Final Transmutation, which is very good. Burning Head is good for clearing out like Pestigors, which is why I really, really like it. Right? I think it's quite good there. So for your initial build, one Magma Cannon is going to be a good start, and you can have a second one in reserve. Okay, so Magma Cannons are insanely good against Nurgle. They kill toads, they kill infantry. They're not good against the single entities like the character squad, but that's what the Baeltor's character is there for. It's a big ask for him, but with proper support, he can get the job done. And also you can go for, probably if you're going Magma Cannon, going for metal and just bringing Final Transmutation and Searing Doom. Searing Doom is good enough against infantry, and then Final Transmutation. If I was running around with a character blob, right? If he nailed me with like one or two overcasted Final Transmutations, that would have put me in a position where I couldn't use the Rancid Visitations. I would have to be healing myself, so it takes damage off the table, right? So from here, baseline Chowie warriors are decent. Usually, I would like recommend maxing out on just trash. Just get like a whole bunch of these guys. And against Nurgle hates skirmish cavalry. So you want to max out on these. These guys kill Pestigors, they contest objectives, they kill Nurglings. They bring a lot to the table, right? So something like that for your starting army. Now, from here, Nurgle does have some armor, but the ideal choices you run into usually are Pestigors and Marauders. So you can just bring Chaos Dwarf Warriors is probably your safest bet. You bring like 4 of those. And yeah, that's going to be a decent little army out of the gates. Maybe we bring like one better quality unit. I'm trying to think where we would spend that money. Could bring like a blunderbuss or something, but even still, I think that's too easy for Nurgle to just, get a Fury on. You could do like one more of these and then just get like an Orc Laborer. So this army's like wide, right? You have a lot of tools for defending yourself against Nurgle. You got 4 horsemen, which can really harass, like, if you put these 4, like, killing a Pestigor, they'll kill it pretty quickly, and they can also rear charge, like, infantry. It's pretty micro-intensive, but regardless, you have a character punishing situation, and then you want to get some Bull Centaur renders with dual weapons. Honestly, Kadai Fireborn aren't bad either in this matchup. They're quite good in some ways, because they do magic damage and fire damage. So there's an argument to be made for the Fireborn. Granted, the Bull Centaurs are way tankier. So, like that's almost 2,000 more HP That's a big difference. So yeah, you know, they're both viable though is what I'm saying. So from here, you would bring max, probably 3 Wolf Riders is going to be adequate. Bring a couple of these. Sneaky Gits are not a bad unit, but you don't want them. You don't want them in your main line. You want them as like a situational. I'm going to call you in for capture weight in a pinch type unit, right? Fireglaves are not bad against Nurgle. They're not. You can mix one in, but personally, I think the Magma Cannons will be enough DPS. I like to actually mix in the Granite Guard because they have really good combat stats and a high model count, unlike the Fireglaves. Well, they have the same actually. Oh, they changed that, didn't they? Okay, I was thinking pre DLC. You know, in the early access it was different, but anyways. So Granite Guard have really insane combat stats, and they can also machine gun things down. So you can use those against Toads. They do some good work. And the last thing that I'm missing, yeah, there's something essential I'm missing here. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so we get another Bale Taurus. So if you open up into a game against a Nurgle player, and they are rocking that hero squad like I had, you see the double exalted hero and the Lord, you save your money and you immediately call in a Bale Taurus. Bale Tauruses will dominate most Nurgle monsters with fire damage and hard AP. The breath attacks are useful. They're good against infantry. And if you have the Bale Taurus and the Sorcerer Prophet, you're going to be able to dominate the monster fight. Yeah, so this build so far is looking pretty clean. Some minor adjustments you could make to it. You could do this and switch out that Magma Cannon for a Death Shrieker. In case your opponent gets real weird and off meta, you can throw in a Death Shrieker rocket launcher. Okay, and the thing about this is it's really good against Kugath. It's good against Soul Grinders. But if they go wide, you know, you just call in other things like your Bull Centaurs. You call in, you know, you just use your Magma Cannon, whatever. But yeah, this is a build I would comfortably bring in that matchup and feel like I had a good chance of winning. Yeah, it depends on the player and the map. This is for this map that we just played on, like a big kind of openish map. All right, so let me check this real quick. Checking the brackets. Yeah, still a couple games to finish, but not too many. Professor Pone was defeated, but still has a good chance of making ye old top 4. Unless he dropped. Did he drop? Where the hell did he go? There he is. Okay. So he's still in there. Anybody got the buy round? Yes, we need to give the buy round gentleman some points. So let's do that. And do it. Yeah, Death Shriekers are good against SEs. They're okay against infantry. But yeah, the Magma Cannon is exceptional against infantry. It breaks leadership. It does a lot of burst damage. Whereas the Death Shrieker can be dodged by moving infantry. If they're standing still, it does a lot of damage, but if they're moving and stuff. My opponent saying thanks for the build, and I'm saying now I hope I don't have to face you in the semis. That's what I'm saying to him. I'm like, now that he has his build, I'd be like, oh god, it's gonna happen to me. But then I mind game it and I counter that build, although I don't know how to counter it. So that could be a tricksy hobbitses for sure. All right, so let's give this gentleman his buy round point and do it. Pone's still here, baby. He's still going strong. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Infernal Ironsworn. On certain maps you could. Nurgle is really good against elite infantry though, typically. So I think it's risky. They have so many cost-effective armor-piercing options. Yeah, maybe. You could do an Ironsworn build. I think you could. All right, 2 games to finish. We got Mr. Hill and Tom. So far, it's going to be me and Scrambled Egg battling it out in the last round for sure. But both of us are pretty much guaranteed a top 4 spot because the tiebreaker will be strong for us. I don't know what he's playing. Let's see what Scrambled's playing. We can start building for the next round here. Because my opponent could make it too. He'll have his strong tiebreakers for my game. Vampire Coast. Oh shit. Oh. Ooh, Vampire Coast against Nurgle, huh? Oh, that's a tricky one. Because they can do a lot now. The buffs to the Vampire Coast were pretty good. They were pretty good indeed. Egg is on Coast? Yeah. I don't know what to expect from the dreaded Scrambled Egg. He's one of our top players. I don't know how he's doing this season. Last season, he was top 5 in the world, for sure. This season, I don't know what it looks like. Let's see. Let's go see what the leaderboard looks like right now. Thanks for doing all the education and build theory crafting. You're welcome. Scrambled Egg is number 6 in the world right now. He's got a 73% win rate. We should be climbing up, although I haven't played that much lately. I've been more casting. Yeah, so he's pretty high ranked. Should be fun. Serkia just grinding these tournaments, man. Look at that, 88% win rate. This is his patch, right? Wood Elves were his main, and then they became the strongest faction. He's just probably just karate chopping people with those. Okay, so back to the tournament. Let's see how it's looking, and we're ready for the next round. All right, let's advance the Swiss and go to round 4 and play Scrambled Egg, most likely. I don't think anybody else is undefeated except us. Oh, there was somebody. Oh, there was one other person. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm playing somebody else then. Okay. There was another person. I misread it. All right. Good luck. Have fun. Let's see what we get here. And hopefully we get her done. So is it Lyrians, is it? What is your name, my friend? Let me tag the goblins, let them know the round is live. And announcement for the tournament. Round 4 is live. All right. Let me see if I can spell this name correctly. Okay. Let's party. And it is go time. Okay, so we sent the lobby code. We're playing on one of the new maps. I actually don't know what it's like. All right, what's the new map going to be? New map is Sklandir's Cave. I've not seen this one yet. What does it look like? Maybe we can get an idea from the tooltip. Okay, it looks like, yeah, it's like an open-ish map. A couple hills. All right. Here we go, baby. How are Greenskins doing? I still think they're good. I think I'll play them in the next SFT, actually. So we have this, and then we have the semifinals and the grand finals. High Elves. Playing High Elves? Okay. All right. So we're going sweatier tonight. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Oh, there goes the internet there for a second. Let's see what happens. Is it back? It's fighting hard. My internet crash? Hang tight. Can you guys hear me right now? Okay. I think we're all right. I think we had a bit of an internet hiccup, but we should be okay. So against High Elves, we have a couple options. Kugath is a bit of a big target. Do I get crazy? How crazy do we get? High Elves have the dreaded Star Dragon, right? So we gotta put some respect on that thing. Yeah, sorry guys, it was a weird hiccup. I don't know what the hell caused that. Okay, let's get that. And I straight up just think this is the way to go. He has the new Fireborn, which are really scary. It's very scary indeed. So there's a lot of things you got to worry about in this matchup. You got to worry about Imrik. You got to worry about the Fireborn now. Their Archer core is obviously pretty good. Don't get too crazy. Toe Dragon is an awful idea against High Elves. High Elves have so many tools for killing it. Like even their baseline infantry are just gonna trade well into you, right? Okay, so we can probably bring this because that's gonna be fun. And aside from that, we max out on you guys. I think a couple of these will be helpful just for a little speedy. Pesties are really good here. For core infantry units, you have a couple options. Go baseline Marauders. Probably will hold their own, you know, not win any beauty contests, but they'll get her done. Bile Trolls. Trolls in this matchup, somewhat viable. A little risky of being focused down by like heavy archer play, but we'll get to the bottom of it. All right, so let's actually try something really wonky for our starting build, like really out there. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. And then we do this and do that. There is a power fantasy that is going to come to life here. Hello, it's Aaron. Euro viewer pulling an all-nighter to fix my sleep schedule. Happy to have this stream. I got you. This is perfect for you then, isn't it? The dreaded no sleep stream here. Okay. What else do we need? Yeah, I think we want both those abilities. We could cut that. Puts us to 42. Do we really need this one? It's a cute idea. Oh. This build feels like it's missing some key elements here. I think we just cut these for now. Cut you. And, yeah, they're a cool unit, but the frickin', yeah, man, Fireborn are kind of a problem, aren't they? They're kind of a problem. Okay, let's get these Chads. Aside from that, we can get you in reserve, and then we can get a Toad, a totally awesome unit. How many of these can we afford? 1, 2, and 3. God, that unit's so expensive. They're so freaking pricey. Yeah, it's Hero Cores making me weep. All right, so we cut Children of Nurgle. We get a Nurgling in the build. I'm trying to really fine-tune this one. I don't want to throw here in the later rounds of the tournament. I know, that's some late-night dedication from our EU homie there. It really is. Yeah, we got one in reserve, and then we just call you in, I guess. Yeah. About as good as it's going to get, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Good luck to my opponent here. Good luck, have fun. Sneaky turn. I really do need to check YouTube late night. That is a little sneaky. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're playing Nurgle. You know you love it. You know you love it. Don't act like you don't love Big Papa Nurgle. He's great. All right. So this is one of our new maps. Oh shit, this is not what I thought. Okay, it's an Itza style map. So wider build might have been better. This is one of Nurgle's worst matchups. Watch me, brother. Watch me. I don't know about the experience of my opponent either. I don't think I played him before, so. It is hard. I think High Elves can do well against Nurgle, though. I've had success in this matchup from the other side. All right. Okay. Thank you. Outstanding. Who are you asking is viable? Tyrion? Yeah, Tyrion's great against Nurgle, actually. That would be a little bit frightening. Have to deal with big old Tyrion coming in. Oh, this is a cool map. I like this one. It's pretty big. All right, so let's get... Wow. Oh my god, you can Vanguard right up on the points on this map. Jesus. Okay. Wow. Vanguard deployment is king on this map. I will remember that for later. All right, so let's get 2 and 2, and then we got the Soul Grinder ROR, which we're going to kind of use the trees. You guys go capture that point. Marauders can just kind of like slowly waddle up to the middle. And hopefully they get it done. All right. Yeah, so we got this to bombard archers. We have the SE core to fight the dragon. Because otherwise Imric is such a nightmare. He's such a nightmare. Yeah, I think I can fight Imric with these 3 characters. And the Soul Grinder too. That thing's a good fighter as well. Yeah. That's a hell of a... Yeah, High Elves have better Vanguard than me though. So, I mean, they could potentially take advantage of that. I didn't look at this map before the tournament started, so... Next time I will peek before we get going. All right, it's Chad Tyrion. So let's get the Nurglings up. Let's get you up on the point. And let's move you guys up here. Yeah, let's get everybody ready to party. Lotharans and Tyrion. Oh, it's Chad Tyrion, yes. Rise, Tyrion. I think we can beat him with our characters, though. We have a lot of really powerful characters. Collins against this army. Are those Silverins? Baseline spears. Okay. So we do get that. And it is a Firecaster with Burning Head and Flaming Sword. Pretty cool. Gives him some magic damage. We need to get closer. Nurglings are just going to happily sit on that point, and we just go and get this. And Marauders are going to be on their way up. Definitely going to be a Fury Swarm build. That many archers, the counter is Furies. If Tyrion wants to come over here, we will happily give him a piece of these exalted characters. And from now, we can just get closer. He's going to run away, which is good. We'll just start shooting at some spearmen here. Marauders, Marauders. Horsemen are just waiting for heavy cavalry to come out. We do get the triple cap out of the gates, but he's immediately going to get one back, right? And now we start shooting at these archers and just juking. Marauders are here, and over there. We just need to save up enough money to summon all 3 Furies, and we swarm his backfield. And from there, we should be in a pretty good position, right? Did we shoot? Okay, that was not a great shot, so a little bit disappointed about that one. Let's move Marauders up. Marauders. We'll back him back, and now we can do... Uh-oh, there's some sneaky Vanguard in the tree line here. Oh, okay. Let's get some pesties coming over here to make sure we don't lose that point, because we can't afford to lose these points, really. All right, so let's get this, shoot at these archers here, and now we can do Fury and Fury. Yes, come out here and get another one and do that. All right, great. So that's like off to the side a little bit. Should be sneaky, sneaky. Let's get you in here. Let's go do Glorious Battle. And the Soul Grinders duking it out now. Those are going to be Illyrian Reavers. Nurglings can actually fight Reavers for a hot minute, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's get these throwing axes over. We're going to play objectives 2 and this objective here as well. All right, so the Reavers have come. Tyrion is just waiting back. We'll get our Marauders in there. And now the Furies have arrived, so we are going to scream across the battlefield a little bit. Get you guys penetrating into the secondary and get you characters to go here. That is going to be some nastiness. Tyrion just got absolutely wonked on by that attack right there. We could rancid him, but I think actually going after my opponent's caster is going to be good. Let's pull back. Make sure we don't get caught there, and we're going to go jump on you and jump on you and get another Fury to come over here. All right, so this fight in the bushes is looking pretty good for us. Tyrion's going after my lord, which is fine, so we could just pull these characters back and get throwing weapons. Let's get you to do this. The Furies have landed on top of his archers, which is great, and Tyrion is getting worked on, but Tyrion does have that heal, right, which is a little bit frightening. And here, looks like we're totally fine there. Tyrion is going to lose that fight versus my characters 1,000%. Especially if we get him with a Rancid. Let's go in there and get him. All right, so this fight is looking fine. My opponent does have the objectives. Furies are trying their best. This is an opportunity for me to maybe just toast his caster. I'm going to switch onto the caster real quick with everything and do like a big kind of switch burst. Oh, shit, I misclicked. Oh, well, I don't have enough WOM to even switch the spell, so hopefully we could just break Tyrion. That was a big mistake there. That's unfortunate. All right, so yeah, we're doing okay here. Let's get these pesties colliding down this way. Tyrion is wavering. Is he going to break? No, he's not. He's stable. Yeah, but that is his big heal, so we're doing okay. Now, infantry need to be called in. Let's go ahead and get some pesties to come up out of Vanguard. Could be that we're a little bit light on the infantry game here. Most of the archers are cooked. We're going to get this cap back. These guys are shooting at God knows what. Tyrion is very low, and I'm happy to fight these Reavers for a moment. We could probably just honestly rear charge them and kill them. And now we got the Fire Chads out. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so the Fire Chads have arrived. And what do we have to fight the Fire Chads? Not a whole lot, to be frank. It's going to be a tough fight. So let's get our characters out. And we do have the capture weight, which is good. Pestigors are on their way up. Archers are in a tough position here, but we need to get the infantry to come over here and help out. Yeah. Let's get back. Let's pull you guys back onto the point here. We need to reclaim this objective for sure. Throwing axes, I suppose, are our best bet against the Pestigors. Let's get back on the point here. I wish I had some sort of like a nuke for this blob here, but I simply don't. I guess we have the Soul Grinder. You can like shoot into the blob there and do some work. Ah, I ran right before I captured it. Fool of a took. All right, let's get some Bile Trolls up there. It's going to be nice and fun, and we do manage to nuke that blob. Capture weight is back for us. Pestigors arriving, and we got the Fire Chads just basically running around causing us a lot of grief. And we do break those guys. Great. So now the Marauders can just fight here. Let's get the Soul Grinder to shoot here. If I have Curse of the Slug, we need to capture this. Yeah, we do. Man, that misclick might cost us a bit. The fact that I didn't click on the caster, that was really bad. Did we actually flip the objective? No, we didn't. That's bad also. A couple things are looking pretty tough for us here. Bile Trolls, let's come over here. Let's keep you guys hunting these down. Do this. And then we can Curse of the Slug you. And we're going to go ahead and swarm them, and swarm and swarm. Get the throwing weapons to throw right there, and hope for the best. Now on the other side, what do we got? Some spears. So we can get some like loose, I don't know how like long Pestigors will take to win that fight. But let's like get them moving over there. We got the Fireborn here. We're going to go ahead. Do we need to even use a Rancid? I don't think so. With Bile Trolls coming in and Fury swarming and infantry support, I think we're in a very commanding position. All right. So side objectives in danger of being stolen. So let's get this. Move you over there. We're still ahead on points, so we have plenty of time to value trade right now. Let's try and dodge that burning head right there. Fireborn are broken, which is fine. That's good. And let's get these out of here. These are baseline archers with light armor. Okay, so we could actually just run them down with horsemen here. That's going to be incredibly cost effective. And the Chadborn are actually broken. That's a big, big W for us. So now we can move back this way. Soul Grinder of Nurgle can come across. And these Furies can retreat. Let's get everyone moving in to fight here. And these Furies can go help clean up on the other side. Colin's going to be what? Reavers? Okay, Reavers actually probably lose to our Furies, I'm thinking. Yeah, so let's call in a Fury here. And see if we can get that fight. It is the bow version? Okay. It is the bow version. So let's get the Grinder back. The Chadborn have returned. Tyrion, I still think, has another heal in his back pocket. Let's go ahead and get the Furies to charge in there. Run you back this way. And where do we go with these Furies? Yeah, I think just rear charge that position, try and win it. Intercept you, see if he's watching, and characters and characters. And now we just get you to actually fight this. We just swarmed the Fire Chads with with all our SEs and hopefully just win that fight. All right, Furies are ripping apart the archers, but the Lions are going to get in and cause some havoc. Furies do descend on those units. Might have been a mistake to send all these units here, but I don't know. I feel like I need to start playing all the objectives and swarming. That was a really good Sunfang there. These guys are almost dead. Tyrion is very low too. The problem is his heal's going to proc in a second. We got some Nurglings guarding that point. It's close. It's close. Furies did get a good engagement though. They managed to get both of his units there, which is great. Now we got the Arwar Nurglings coming, and good. We finally broke those, so now we can probably just muscle over to this point here. Let's get you guys, little Nurglings, to go here. Let's get the Soul Grinder going. I don't think he's playing that objective. I'm ahead on value at this point, and it feels that way too. It's not like it's just... We might be able to kill Tyrion, but his heal is going to proc. I think taking down that mage is more prudent, so we're going to try and do that. And hopefully the Bile Trolls and the Pesties can win that fight. Noxbringer, let's get him on the Lothern Sea Guard, and we just go after that caster. Let's drop a heal on it. So that's going to spread to all those guys. And now we need to get some infantry moving up, man. We need like capture weight here like 5 minutes ago. All right, so we're gonna try and get the snipe here. Let's get you little Arwar Nurglings in there for the kill. Tyrion, let's just proc his second heal. Yeah, let's just try and proc it. Okay, we procced it, which is great. Now we can probably turn and honestly just kill him. Can have you do this, you go here, and yeah. If we kill the character kit of the High Elves, they're going to be in some serious danger. All right, let's get you back. Let's move in, and more infantry we need to get. Yeah, we have like no baseline infantry, so it's just going to be like DPS. Let's try and clear the objectives. Tyrion is dead. Okay, Tyrion is fallen. The Aravanarian is no more. And that side objective we're winning. The Firecaster is in big trouble. Swordmasters will be pretty awful here, actually, against my characters. And now we just get a big heal, probably right here, and heal up these SEs, and then that's just going to be GG. Yeah, it's going to be Bread City. All right, let's get in there and just bash those guys. And that Nurgle objective, we're hanging in there. Let's go chase down some of the Lotherns. Let's get this. The side point is looking great for us. We got that one in our clutches. And there's no army blocker, right? Okay, I was like... I've been pretty okay about doing that. You know, I would say it's been pretty decent. Let's get another Marauder coming out. He's got some archers coming in. Why are you not shooting there? Thank you. Thank you, good sir. So we needed to get that other objective. Swordmasters are kind of, you know, trading okay here. I don't like it. That's for damn sure. Let's get out of here with these guys. Move up on the objective. Nurglings are here. Bile Trolls are healing, which is great. So let's do this. And let's go wrestle the objective here, right? We can have you turn and charge these War Lions. My lord is like, somehow Palpatine has returned and he can't escape. I don't think we need to worry about this. Let's get some more Furies to intercept those archers. You move up. And I guess we're fighting here. I guess that's what's happening. Yeah, Bolt Thrower would have been a good choice earlier. I think it might be a little too late for it now, but we'll find out. Nurglings, I don't want to abandon that point. High Elves do have some good theft options. And the Swordmasters of Hoth get smashed by all those characters. They're not good against monsters, right? Okay, let's get in here. Do this. Surround these Spearman units. Bile Trolls, start bashing on them. Start bashing on them. You guys get back on the point. We got the Bolt Thrower call in. Not going to do much. You know, Bolt Throwers aren't going to get you ground back because you've lost. So I'm hoping that we will just simply get this with our characters now. All right. We got you. The Chadborn kind of got dragged through the mud. A very scary threat, for sure. Let's go see if we can get that Bolt Thrower for free while we're here. All right, Furies are still grinding it. Let's go ahead and break these Spearmen. Bile Trolls are breaking those ones. What do we got here? Reavers. All right, let's go support that. And call in another Turd Burglar over here. All right. That objective's going to be ours in a second. Let's move up onto the point. Swordmasters are coming back in. We see a couple archers. Let's hide these Furies in the trees and secure that point. This is pretty much GG. I'm up by quite a bit of value, and my opponent is doesn't have the heal. He did heal twice with Tyrion, though. To be fair, he did heal twice with Tyrion. That was pretty sweet. All right, Nurglings, very cozy little gremlins, and yeah, now we just move up. Swarm these guys. We have a little bit of ammunition left, and they're very bunched up, so there's a chance we can get them here. So we're going to get the Furies up behind those archers, and this fight looks good. Looks like we've dominated that. Let's have you go back here on the Bolt Thrower, and you guys can go back here and get this. Swordmasters will probably die to the Bile Trolls, and I don't know why this guy isn't shooting his last salvo here. Anything we need to unsummon? I don't think so. Maybe these guys. Let's get them back in the pool. Lothern Sea Guard are definitely a durable unit. They're very, very tricksy to kill. Swordmasters grinding well on the point. You know what's actually good against Swordmasters would be probably just some throwing axes, just to sit there and, you know, throw at them there. Fury's gonna get the bolt thrower. The Nurgle hero squads are so freaky strong. You can see how tonight I've been playing more competitive, and they've carried so many of our games, right? All right, let's go get those spears. Just kind of keep this blob in check here. Without Tyrion, without the mage, there's very little they can do. Very little. The Frolickers, Bubonic can head over here as well. So we're just using our character squad to block them up. We'll rear charge into the Swordmasters and break them down. Furies should kill these spears. Throwing axes have arrived. And, well, Nicholas, thank you for the kind words, man. As a fellow Nicholas. All right, in the back, yep. Reaver Archers won't clear Furies super well. You probably need the melee version. They would be able to do it. Let's talk about that Bile Troll healing, though. They've healed a lot this game, huh? Has not been bad. All right, so this, and this. Horsemen do get harried here on the side. Furies have cleaned up these spearmen. Time to call in some Giga Chad Chaos Knights. Yeah, the basic archers, they're hurting a little bit. That's why you need like an Emmerich character, though, I think. Tyrion is pretty Chad, but he will lose to this Goon squad. It's just so much stopping power, right? Because even my Sorcerer is on a Rot Beast, which makes it an incredible fighter. Let's get some Chaos Knights up here. Oh man, my hands are all sweaty, dude. Oh. Yeah, no, Nurgle can play a couple different ways, but no, this is definitely, I think, against High Elves the most effective way to play. Otherwise, what happens is you get dominated by Imric. If you don't have a good defensive hero squad, Imric is just going to fly around and do as he pleases. And you're going to have a pretty terrible time of it. Yep, no play, nothing on the side objectives. Just those Reavers. We're just going to kind of circle around, happily go fight those Warlines of Grace. And we got the Chaos Knights here now. They're going to clean out these spears in the back, Bile Trolls hanging. And yeah, we'll swarm around with these Furies, look for any freebies, get some Marauders, reinforce side points. So the Warlines of Grace, easily going to lose that fight. And the Chad Chaos Knights, where do they go? Over here. Yeah, we just count down the victory tickets now. It's hard for them to deal with the Goon Squad. In some ways, yes, but they can. High Elves, like Imric with a Life Caster, and, you know, even like another SE, like a Phoenix or something, can win that fight. Like Imric will dominate any of the Nurgle characters in fighting. Very, very decisively, right? Let's get in there and swarm them. Call some more of these guys out. Side point, we have Bolt Throwers poking us. We actually didn't kill the Bolt Thrower, that's pretty funny. Narnia Lions are trying it. Chaos Knight's gonna retreat back. And we do flank on the side, but that's it. GG, well played. Yeah, Tyrion got worked on pretty hard that game. He got the business pretty good. All right, GG, well played to my opponent. And let's look at the values here. Yeah, so that the entire game was basically put on Tyrion's back, but you know, these are 3 brutal combat characters versus 1 brutal combat character. He would need a little bit more. Yeah, the build was clean though. Everything else worked fine. The Noxbringer did okay. You see the Fireborn calling and the bait is too much. They are good. Needed RSC to support. Just chatting with my opponent there. All right. Nobles, do Nobles have AP though? Nobles will get crushed by a Nurgle hero probably. Exalted Heroes of Nurgle are one of the strongest SE fighters for the cost in the entire game. All right, so we are in the semifinals with Big Daddy Nurgle. Let's report the score. That is going to be Nurgle versus High Elves. And there it is. All right. Yes. The beta Nurgles had to jump Chad Tyrion because they didn't want to 1v1. That's true. Tamarkon could probably beat Tyrion in a straight fight because Tamarkon's death animation would... Let's actually test that real quick. That'd be fun. All right, so let's see how this goes. Go versus AI. We're going to go with land battle. Let's put very normal difficulty, I suppose, is fine. Let me just make sure the round isn't over. No, still a couple games to finish. It's me and Scrambled Egg are undefeated. Professor Pone is going to be in top 4 also. And we'll find out who else. Nobles will probably be crushed, yeah. I would probably go with, if you're going to do like a Tyrion-centric build, you probably bring, against Nurgle, you probably need to bring either, probably an Arcane Phoenix. I think an Arcane Phoenix would, and Tyrion with a Life Caster, not Life Caster. Oh, Arcane Phoenix, Tyrion, and a Metal Caster. Oh, you would crush that Nurgle build. super hard. You would punish that blob into the Shadow Realm. Okay, so where is this? We have, what were we going to test? Tammy? Okay, we'll do Pillar of Bone because it's small. Takes me back loading into an old land battle here. And then Tyrion. And I'm talking Tamarkon on foot, not like on the dragon. Because on the dragon, he would obviously beat Tyrion. Alright, Tyrion can have all of his goodies. He could be on horseback. And I think Tammy might win this. Yeah. We'll have to see. Will Tyrion be on his horse? Yeah. Because Tyrion is almost always brought on his horse, and Tamarkon is almost always brought on foot. So I think that this is the proper test. This is like a situation you would actually encounter in a match. And Tyrion still has way more combat abilities, right? He's got the Epidemius for the finals. There are some matchups I would consider Epidemius. He's not bad. Summoning an Exalted Plaguebearer unit is pretty good. Alright, let's go, Tammy. We're going to go ahead and pop these when we get in combat. So yeah, Tyrion has Feint and Riposte though, quite a bit. Okay, is he refreshing his charge? No, it looks like he's trying to. Yeah. Okay, I mean, it kind of looks like Tamarkon is beating the shit out of Tyrion. Like, not even close. Tyrion gets his heal. The AI, like, is trying to cycle charge. I don't know if... I don't think that's really would even affect the duel. Because the thing is, guys, Tamarkon has that death animation that heals him and keeps him alive, and that would probably just roast Tyrion, yeah. So that's pretty one-sided fight there. Tammy is a very good fighter. He's very good. All right. But Tyrion is way more mobile, right? Like, Tyrion can chase things down. Tammy has to waddle. He's got, like, what, 48 speed or something like that? All right, one game left to finish. And, yeah. Looks like Nurgle is the Chad, after all. I wonder how, like, Tamarkon would do against Imrik. AI Imrik is pretty stupid, though. Well, we'll see if they can fight. Okay. We'll try foot Tammy against Imrik. But Imrik's cheating. He's riding on a huge dragon. You know, I think Imrik versus Tammy. If Tammy's on the Toad Dragon, if Tammy loses this, we'll do the Toad Dragon next. We'll see what happens. All right. So how are we looking? So waiting on that last game. Yeah, so we got one match to go. Top four is me, Scrambled Egg, Professor Pone, and Bloodbath. Oh no, it's the Chaos Dwarf player. And he's gonna... I hope I don't have to play him again. After we gave him the counter build. Ooh, that's a little dodgy. All right, so we have to eat the charge here. So here we come. Here he comes. Big Dragon Man lands. Tammy is gonna pop all these. You know, Tammy's ability might win him this. His Feast of the Maggot Lord. And he's unbreakable. I mean, Imrik has a shit ton of HP, though. And the fight goes on. Oh my god, look at this. Giga Chad Tamarkon, 2900. Now, the death ability isn't like super practical because in a lot of games that probably wouldn't. This is actually really close, even without the death ability. Tamarkon is doing freaking great for being like 1500 cheaper, if not more. So now Feast of the Maggot Lord procs. Oh, look at that. Tamarkon wins. Imrik dies to the feast. Sorry, Pone, your Chad wasn't enough. The true Chad is Nurgle. Oh, Tamarkon. Okay. So let's see what we got. All right. Tamarkon is 2,000 with the kit I brought, and homie Imrik is 3,100. Now the thing is though, Imrik, he's flying. He has breath attacks. He has an army-wide buff. There's a million things that Imrik does better than Tamarkon. So honestly, that's Tamarkon's niche, whereas Imrik will massively change the battlefield and affect different engagements, whereas Tamarkon won't. So it's Second Life cheat code. Yeah, we used the cheat code to win that for sure. All right, so now we got our top four. There you go, G. I'm going to be hosting some Conquest tournaments this week too, which will be fun. All right, so I just need to adjust one score to make sure we got the right player in here. There's somebody who had a buy round, so I need to give them their point. It could affect some tiebreakers, so yeah, we'll do that. Tamarkon's axe buff also spreads to nearby units. Yeah, no, it's something. I think Tamarkan is not a bad lord. If he was on some other rosters, he'd probably see more play. It's just the Festus is so good, and so is the Nurgle Sorcerer Lord. He's very, very impactful. All right, let's do that. Fix up the score there. And then we refresh it. Great. Refresh. See how we're looking. Pone says he's actually in the top 4. It might be his first time. Yeah. All right, so we are going to advance the top 4. I really hope I don't have to play the Chaos Dwarf guy. He knows my counter build. I made a mistake. All right, so top 4 is up, and this is the old tournament, so we're going to finalize this. Very happy with tonight's performance so far. It's been good. And that is going to be finalized, which is good. So now we go to the top 4. Thank you guys for playing in the early rounds. And now what do we got? Oh no, it's him. Oh my god, did he mess up a score? Hold on. I don't think it's gonna matter. Was Daggerall actually? Somebody screwed up the reporting. Come on, guys, how hard is it? Jesus. Okay, let me check and make sure this won't affect anything. Daggerall has 1 win and okay. Okay. Yeah, thankfully it wouldn't affect the tournament at all. Okay, so it wouldn't change anything. All right. Perfect. So let's do it. So our opponent, we played them earlier. It's the Chaos Dwarves. And turn top 4. Okay. So where is our mighty Chowie opponent? Oh, man. Oh, man. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it after the tournament and make sure the proper person gets their win. So what's it going to be? Is he going to arrive, the Chowie Overlord? Hopefully he shows up. He's appearing as offline right now. And let's see. Okay, so Pone, you're playing Scrambled Egg Special again. I think you guys played earlier, right? All right, so going back down to the tournament. Where are you guys at? And all right. Goblins, thank you for playing. Top 4, it is Prof Pone versus Scrambled Egg Special. And oh wait, no, wait, am I playing someone else? No, I'm playing the same guy I played earlier. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. It's someone else. I got them confused. Oh. Okay. We're playing this Slaanesh guy. Oh, he clawed his way back up. Okay. Look at Pone. He's like, not the egg. No, please, God, no. That's so funny. All right, what map are we on? Edge of the Darkwood? Okay, so we're playing Slaanesh again. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're playing Slaanesh. Sorry, guys. I dodged a bullet, not having to play Chaos Dwarves twice, because although we did give a counter build for Slaanesh too, but I don't know if he was watching the stream, so we might be okay here. We might be okay. So let's mix it up here and do it. This is a better map for Slaanesh, a much better map because it's very big and sweaty. I think we do a little bit of this. Okay. Yes, please. I'll get you on that. So Slaanesh is going to be fast and furious here. For sure. And I think we need to switch up our playstyle on this map. We can't afford to, like, Chungath will take too long to run around. That's for sure. Okay, so from here, we need some Vanguard maybe just to contest the capture point. There will be a couple horsemen coming in most likely. How's the tourney going? It's going really good, yeah. Yeah, really, really good so far. We have the blocker up, don't we? Oh, we don't? Okay. Chad Furuncle? Oh, I don't know how Furuncle would do here. He does have a Bound Spirit Leech ability, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And Defiling Deluge, that does heal him, I guess. Don't you guys want to see us win, though? If we bring Furuncle, it massively decreases our chance of winning. I mean, not that Furuncle is useless, but yeah, it's risky. It's very risky. Like, what is Slaanesh? They're probably going to bring Fiends and stuff, right? Yeah, probably going to mix in the Fiends that we suggested. So what does that give us to deal with Fiends? We don't have, like, an excellent answer against them. He'll be... No, go try hard? Yeah, let's win. Okay. Yeah, thank you, guys. I was very close to doing it, too. You guys almost manipulated me into bringing the goods. All right, so let's get you guys to move up. Fiends are a little bit problematic, that is for sure. Let's get you guys. Chaos Knights against Slaanesh feels risky. They do have a lot of cost-effective anti-large. Could be decent. Probably don't need the Great Weapon, boys. I don't think we do. Our throwing axes, though they have some vulnerabilities, I think do have some applications here. Pestigors, I think, are necessary against Slaanesh just for speed, and they do trade well. Imagine when Slaanesh gets their Zangors, or Slaangors. That's going to be cool, isn't it? That's going to be very fun. Barons of the Bog. No winning today. The generic Great Unclean one is good. Yeah, no, he is. The Exalted one? Yeah, he's not bad. He's expensive, though. He's an expensive boy. He's not cheap. All right, so... I'm like trying to think if I can get away with a power fantasy unit in this situation. Maybe. But Slaanesh is going to ping pong in between our points, right? That's 100% what's going to happen. Yeah, they're just gonna be bouncing around, getting all crazy and shit. We need some good infantry. So what can I cut? We can cut that. And get you as well. Yeah, I mean, I guess this works. We're gonna wing it and find out. Festus is too risky. He can get sniped too easily. Old Daddy Festus. He's definitely too vulnerable. My opponent probably gonna switch off the chariots this time around, I would wager. Those were the big weak link in their build last time, I would say. They were the big weak link. Let's cut you. Get some of these goblins, and then we need to get, I think, a couple of these. And we have what, 750, 700? Okay. Yeah, it's as good as it's gonna get. Let's see how this build goes here. He's probably gonna switch his build up. I almost brought a Toe Dragon, but that just felt too haggard. The Javelins and the Rampages would be able to kill it. Well, chat, I decided between Monster Mash and Ninjas, so it's gonna be Ninjas versus Pirates. Yeah. The Ninja Rats can be deceivingly strong. Gutter Runner's got a cost reduction. There's a lot of goodness going on. Yeah, I almost went with some big stuff, but you know, the big stuff just gets rampaged by good Slaanesh play. I wonder if he's still going to bring Sigvald. We'll find out. We'll find out. Edge of the Dark Wood. So if we win this, we go to the finals against Scrambled Egg. I don't know about the Coast matchup for Nurgle these days. I have no idea what the meta looks like there. I have no idea. I would imagine, what? Gunline Coast is probably good on some maps, but the Furies are a problem. Those things will definitely shut down Gunline. Pone, I need you to win this because I feel way more confident against Rats than I do against Coast right now. So Pone, you need to be my champion. All right. So we went with a faster build. So we have our classic hero squad, which I'm sure you guys are sick of seeing by now. Nurglings on the Vanguard. We have the Exalted Plague Bearers who are going to roll to the middle, and a basic Plague Bearer who's going to go here. Soul Grinder to kill Marauder Horseman. Nothing changes there. That's very, very normal, right? So 4 and 5. And here we go. It is time. So I'm hoping my character squad can maneuver between the points better and keep up. So Turin, so you just threw Turin, so just threw you into a loss. No, it's random actually. So when you advance to the top 4, it just puts you up against a random opponent. So Pone just got the roll of the dice. All right, looks like he listened to my advice, which is not good. So he was listening to the stream. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, he literally brought a very similar to build to what we suggested. He's got Demonettes in there. He's got all sorts of goodies. Oh boy. All right then. That are Fiends of Slaanesh. What do we have that can counter Fiends of Slaanesh? Not a ton of effective counters. Soul Grinder can shoot at the Horseman. I think my hero squad can beat that big monster. I'm hoping so. Yeah, he even brought a Shadowcaster. Shit. All right. I got to stop giving the tips while we're playing here, guys. It's not helping me. So let's get you guys up to the middle. Let's get our character squad here. And we can start ripping some shots onto these guys. The fiends over there, I'm hoping that maybe I can call some Marauder Horsemen to like put pressure on them at least. So we can't let this objective go for free. And the Plague Bears will be there eventually. All right, let's move it. We got the characters. I'm hoping they can win it. And the 2 Nurglings will hold the fiends back for a period of time. I don't know for how long, but we're going to find out. All right, so we're going to get up on the point. We do see the Demonettes, so let's shoot them point blank with the Soul Grinder. And as far as the main blob fight goes, what do we call in? I think we got to get the Plague Bears rolling. We got to get them going. What the hell is that? How did he miss point blank? He's literally right there. That's some weird shit. All right, so is this like Soul Grinder bugged or some shit? It's like just straight up not shooting. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, it's like a different animation, I guess. I don't know. Okay, that actually did some good damage, though, that time. So I'm happy about that one. We've prevented the capture for a moment. The fiends have not emerged from the bushes yet. So we can... we got to be careful about attacking in here. We could get caught in a bad situation. Let's get some toads out, and then Chaos Knights will be next. All right, so the Plague Bears are cruising for a bruising. We want to get him with the mortar here. And we got horsemen coming out this way. Great. So now we can put these things to use. Let's get the holy hand grenades in there to melt these. And yeah, toads are on the way. We got some hounds as well. And hopefully, just hopefully, yeah, the holy hand grenades can get her done. All right, so we're getting in. Soul Grinder Man is going to do this. We have our characters ready to go. Back objective's looking safe. We could probably pull 1 Nurgling over. I think that's going to be fine. Oh, that's going to hurt. Oh! They were just so bunched up there. That was money. All right, so where are the toads at? Toads and more Plague Bears are coming. We have time. He calls in Hellstriders, and here they come. This is where it gets a little dodgy, right? We get the Fiends of Slaanesh being all fast and furious. That's going to be a Pit of Shades, so we just heal them to try and counter that and keep the shots going hard here. All right, so let's get these throwing weapons onto the Fiends here. Let's get the Plague Bears on them as well. And yeah, now it is time to party. If we can fight that Greater Demon, I'm going to be very happy. But so far, his horsemen are bunched up, and they're getting wrecked pretty bad. All right, so we'll do this and put you in Group 6. We're being very careful, very cagey, but we can go ahead and go for a little sniping attempt here. I don't hate that idea. The Exalted Plague Bearer is basically like full health now, which is freaking awesome, by the way. Let's get you guys back on that objective, and we're going to go for a little bit of damage on the Lord, so we're going to get him with the Rancid. Try and punch him in the face, and the horsemen have been decimated like really hard, which is going to set him back. So yeah, a bit of a micro blunder. Like your big lord should never get caught in a 3v1 with Slaanesh, right? Like that's not what you want. Although we do get rampage there. That's a very good rampage. Let's come this way. Maybe try and salvage that. Move here. We need to come and make sure we don't get rampage for too long. That lasts for another 6 seconds. Okay. Could be worse. All right, so the horsemen are dead. Let's switch over here. Need to get our characters back here. Let's just shoot into these demonettes. Get you guys fighting here. And the plague toads are battling what? Mirror Guard? All right, let's pull them back. Let's get more toads out. Who let the toads out? All right, man, the fiends are one of the harder things to deal with here, actually, believe it or not. He's up on points pretty well, so I don't have a lot of time to work with. We gotta start pressing this middle objective, man. We gotta start really getting her done here. All right, so that's gonna be a Pit of Shades, which is gonna hit these guys. Thankfully, they do resurrect models, which is good. As far as this goes, I could start some pesty pressure on the back. Just playing the long game here, right? So the fiends are getting killed slowly but surely, and with an emphasis on slow, that's for damn sure. The Pit of Shades is doing good work. It's probably his highest damage value piece. We're going to save up for an overcasted big play here. The fact that we got his Lord so low, and he kind of blundered that, was really money for us. We do see some Hellstriders, but they're the anti-large variant, so they'll suck against Nurglings. So they won't be super good. Yeah, Soul Grinders helping me get these down. We got the Fiends getting worked on by the throwing weapons. Let's do this. Yeah, a couple blunders. His build's good, but a couple blunders may give me an opportunity to win this game. Maybe. We'll see. But the Festering Stooges are doing it. Hounds are going to help rip that part of fight. Let's go rip that fight apart. Yeah, you don't want the anti-large Hellstriders against my infantry, that's for sure. All right, we're going to go see if we can tickle that Lord's Pickle. And in the meantime, we do clear that out. So let's move up here and get onto this objective. And the horseman here can go ride you down and get another Pestigore playing for his back objective. All right. So the Nurgle Hero Squad is doing a lot of work. We're going to start to flip this objective now. What are these? Yeah, Exalted Demonettes are the big problems. Those are the ones that are really good. And what we need to do against them is get toads on them. Toads would be our totally awesome counter against those, right? So pesties can get on here, and let's go get the throwing weapons to get on you. My opponent hiding those units well, but looks like we win that fight back there. Toads onto the Exalted Demonettes, 100%. And get you on the Exalted Demonettes, and just keep shooting at the Horsemen, I suppose, although we could probably shoot into this blob pretty well, too. All right, let's do an Overcasted Rancid. My opponent's out of range. Let's just kill these Exalted Demonettes really quick, if we can. You see how hard they get killed by Toads? Toads are the counter, but the Toads aren't that quick, aren't super quick. That was a good rampage over there. That was very clean. All right, let's go see if we can get that fight. And I think we still win back here. Let's get another Poison Hound to come over and make sure we don't lose that. Pesties are there. We now have pressure on the objective here. This was a super good play from my opponent. Really, really nice. So basically what they did is they rampaged, pulled them in, and then got a big Pit of Shades on their face, which was amazing. So that was a really good play. All right, so we're going to go see if we can hunt this character down, which is going to be a tall order, but we're going to Rancid them and go for the kill. Toads stay on top of the Exalted Demonettes. Hopefully we win that side fight. And the Lord took a lot of unnecessary damage earlier, which was good for us. So let's get another one of these. Get another Pesty rolling up this way. And yeah, that was a beautiful play on my... Yeah, but the Lord's dead. That's basically GG. You can't afford to lose the Exalted Keeper. It's basically just a death sentence. It's too expensive. That thing costs like 3,000. All right, so we've won that. Horsemen are clearing. Pestigors will eventually defeat Devoted Marauders. And yeah, it's GG. There's basically nothing that could be done now. Some nice plays, but a couple little blunders. Engagement blunders. Like the Exalted Demonettes should have come through the trees and been like pressing my back point, and then when I go after them, he runs back into the trees. Like, you have to play this really cagey tug-of-war style, but this build was a lot better for sure, in my opinion. But yeah, maybe my opponent is more comfortable with Sigvald or something, not sure. All right, so we clean up that back objective, looking pretty good. Let's get the Toads back up here. This point's gonna be ours shortly. We have another one of these coming, and Furies can go. But that's basically game over at this point. There's nothing they can do. Not with the Lord having died like that. We got some Demonettes coming here on the backfield. It looks like they're... Oh, the Exalted Demonettes are still back there. Okay, we need to actually deal with those. Make sure we finish them off. Chaos Warriors and Plague Bearers. Use your Holy Hand Grenades. These are Plague Bearers versus Mirror Guard here. Okay. Let's get those guys in. Call in some Furies just to chase down whatever we can. Looks like we're going to the Grand Finals tonight, baby. We still got it. Still got it. All right. So go, my Toads. Feast. Need some Nurglings over here to help. Do we have anything quick that can get over there fast? Yeah, a couple of these Horsemen probably. The characters just kind of working on whatever they can. Are these Exalted? Just basic Demonettes and basic Demonettes. Furies will crush them in combat. We surround them first. You don't obviously take a fair fight there. Toads are doing good. Yeah, we got Horsemen coming in, and one of them gets melted, but it's all good. 10,000 to 4,000 value against a healing faction is basically GG. Unless the points are, you know, a little bit different than they currently are. So we're going to charge into the back of this unit. This is how you usually want to use Furies. You know, you could just charge in and then rear charge, and because their DPS is really good, but their staying power is bad now. So in some factions, it's okay, actually. All right, so the back point, we're looking pretty cozy. Summon out some Turd Burglars. Get over there. You guys come over here. And let's get our heroes to go explore. All right. All right. Not everybody brings Rancid Visitations, though. And if they bring Kugath, which is more meta, you can stay away from his Rancid range pretty well. But I went for a more mobile build to contest. This build he brought would have really been pretty crushing against a Kugath build, I think. Not crushing, but very viable. All right, let's chase down the riding units. Chase down riding units. Get our characters. Go hunt these guys down. Furies are trying. Demonettes will beat a Fury head-to-head, but not before you get some good damage on them. Some Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, Nurglings. Always want to reinforce with slow factions against fast factions. I don't think we need to use Rancid there. Okay, and yeah, nothing really left here. Just a couple warriors. GG, well played. We're in the finals, baby. We're in the finals. Yeah, the Fiends were scary. But like you got to move them around once they get caught by Horsemen in bad fights. They kind of just stayed where they were. 1,700 value on the Keeper is pretty good considering how hard it got beat up. But yeah, it was a good match. GG, well played. This is a match I practiced a lot, played a lot, so I feel pretty comfortable in it. All right. So let's report that score. GG, well played. And let's do it. It's going to be here, 1-0. And now we're going to be playing either Pwn or Scrambled Egg Special in the grand finals of today's tournament. All right, so they were Slaanesh and I was Nurgle. And that looks good. All right. The fleshy ones, yes. That Exalted Plaguebearer unit took it like a champ. They're really good. The Festering Stooges. Very, very strong unit. Well played to my opponent. Played a nice game. Went 3-1 tonight. It's a good run for sure. It's coming home. Isn't that a football, like a soccer thing? That's weird. Why is it red? Huh. It's very strange. Did you report score too? Let me see. Just checking, and we might need to double fix something here. Yeah, it's weird. It appears as red for some reason. Very strange. Pwn is in the semifinals right now. He's playing Scrambled Egg Special. So if we take a look, this is the top 4 of tonight's tournament. So I'm in the finals, and we have Pwn and Scrambled playing to see who is going to be the big papa of Nurgle tonight. Scrambled Egg is really, really good. Pwn can be scary. Pwn's unpredictable. He's a maverick. You never know what he's going to bring. He's got some fat schemes for sure. Hopefully that Spindrift is newish. I think it is. Okay. And I'm going to go grab some water real quick. BRB. All right, guys, here we are. I think we need a more Nurgle appropriate background. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, unfortunately, Champions of Chaos doesn't. Yeah, Thrones of Decay is pretty cool. That's one of the. I mean, that's a really good backdrop. It's really captures kind of the grotesque, grimdark fantasy element. You got the crow up there, the raven, whatever the hell that thing is. Yeah, it's awesome. Football never. Oh yeah, so that's an English thing, right? Like it's coming home. Isn't that? Have they? So what championship are we talking about when you guys say that? Is that like the European Championship or World Cup, like, or is it just for any of them? Have I ever played paintball? Yeah, I played paintball, and I've also done airsoft. I've done both of those when I was young. Pwn and Scrambled Egg are having a duel of fates, dude. Yeah, man. It's a bird. It is a bird. That's true. You've certainly nailed that. Okay. So now we're just waiting for the finals. Turn finals. And here we are. All right. Everything to be honest. Euro Cup. Okay, got it. Scrambled's playing Coast and Pwn is playing Rats. I would rather play Rats. I feel like I know how to play against Skaven. Coast is always unknown for me. They say it for all of them. Got it. Got it. Has England ever won a Euro Cup? England has got they have to have won some World Cups, right? Has England ever won World Cup? Yes. Also, they won the FIFA World Cup in 1966. Their only World Cup title to date. Really? Wow, I would have thought they would have won a couple, considering how hardcore they are about football over there. Really? Just won in 1966. That's insane. Yeah, that's ancient. They won the World Cup in 66, it says, yeah. Never won a Euro, won one World Cup in 66. Got it. Do you have any suggestions for how to counter Imric as Tzeentch? I don't play Tzeentch too often. Tzeentch is very strong, though. So you probably go wide and just try and ignore him, right? Like, because if they invest in Imrik, they're not going to have good objective play. So you could bring like a Soul Grinder of Tzeentch to poke him and Screamers. I mean, I can think of a couple things that they could do against him. Yeah, a lot of countries are hardcore about football. That is true. That is true. What are they? Are they playing right now in the? Is England playing in the Euro finals right now? Are they like in the semifinals or something? Like, what's the situation like this season? I don't know anything about football or soccer really. I mean, I played growing up. I played in high school and played a little bit in some clubs in college, but I was never that good at it. Never followed it professionally. I was like one of those players who was a very fast runner, like an incredibly fast sprinter, but I had terrible ball control. So I was good on defense, but pretty terrible on offense. Yeah. How about Poland? Has Poland ever do they play in the Euros? I would imagine they do. Have they ever won a Euro championship or a World Cup? My wife's country. Isn't one of the best football players or soccer players in the world from Poland? That the striker, he's what's his name? God, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I know there's like one of the best players in the world from Poland. I forget his name. England lost the finals 2-1 to Spain. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, the 2-1 L, huh? Yeah, it's pure pain. It's always funny whenever the World Cup comes around to watch like Team USA. Just yeah, it's always a bit of a meme. Like when you go look at our like basketball team we send to the Olympics, which are Pone beat him. Pone got him. Oh no. Well, Egg. Oh, never mind. So, Scrambled Egg was gonna win the game, but he's in a hotel and his hotel lost power. And it isn't coming back, so Pone has to advance. Oh my god, so Professor Pone was saved by the internet gods. Let's do it. Dude, that's so funny. Scrambled Egg's power went out and it's not coming back, so Pone just gets the dub there. Oh, that's hilarious. He pwned him with the power of the internet gods, dude. He did. All right, what map are we on here? I have no idea what this map looks like. We're on the Changers Madhouse is what it's called. The Changers. This is a new map. Okay. I have no idea what this map looks like. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we're going to find out. Nuffle has smiled on me. Hey, Pone, you earned it though, man. You played well today. You earned being here. You still earned it. All right, let's play this game. It is time. Let the Nurglings feast on the rats. Let the rats feast. All right, so let's get you. A little bit of this. Pone he's a memer. You never know what you're going to get from him. A little bit nervous. You know, the rats could go pretty bananas on us. The filthy rats. Okay, so for the heroes, man, I really wish Tammy was good here, but rats just... It's not a situation for Tammy, that's for sure. Epidemius would probably just get sniped. He does have 8,000 HP, but I guess he does summon a Plague Bearer, which is kind of cool. Huh. Oh, yes. All right, so we can get... Is this where the Epidemius Power Fantasy comes? He is a large target. He's probably a little bit too easy to snipe, so... I want to try and win this, you know? Like, I'm trying to play competitive tonight because I know a lot of these SFTs I meme. It's probably not as informative, so I would rather give you guys a good showing here. All right. Pone vs. Turin is more exciting than the Euro final. I love it. That's hilarious. All right, so let's get these little goblins. Let's get you. Yeah, it's basically just a metric shit ton of rats, right? Is what we're going to be encountering here. Maybe he's going to bring some big targets. I don't know. And, you know, Pone's a wild card, man. You never know with him. You never know. And, all right. So I don't know what this map looks like either. I've never played it. It looks like there's some hills. So probably some sneaky can go down here. He's way too slow. I think so. Plus, I don't know the map. I know. What if Pwn chops my internet down and just wins by default? That'd be pretty OP, I dare say. So probably Ninja Rats are going to make an appearance for him. Okay, let's get you. Let's get you. I wish Rot Knights were like viable here. You know, that would be cool. But they're not, sadly. Probably need something to kill big targets. Pwn likes to get a little crazy with big stuff sometimes. What would possibly be the issue we run into, though? I don't know. Like, Hell Pit Abomination? But Hell Pits are trash at killing infantry, so I'm not even too worried about that, to be honest with you. Let's cut you out of reserve. Probably only need 2 of these. Get these. And Spawn are kind of, I guess Rat Ogres are kind of strong. They can do some work. Could try these. I kind of like that tech, actually. That feels fun. Yeah, so Rat Ogres are one of the things we worry about a little bit. But I'm feeling like we have things that can fight off the Ogres of the Rats. Festus is not bad for his Mortis engine. God, I wish I knew the map. He's going in blind too, though. He has no idea. Binge watching all of Turin's old Warhammer 2 tourneys. Really? Damn, Sir Arthur. That's OG. Those tourneys are still great to watch. There's a lot of deep lore back there, you know? Let's try this out. That actually seems like a fun build. And for our last disappearing act, we will bring in... Trolls are pretty trash against Skaven. There is a chance... There is a chance that we get some sneaky here. Like, Pwn could mix it in and get a little bit hog wild on us with something that has come to mind just now. Yeah, okay. I think I need to put some respect on this. So let's get you, and let's go ahead and get this. Get the Marauder here. We got 2 energies left, so let's go ahead and get Warrior's Bane. And do we have enough for anything else? All right, that's fine. So I like that starting army. The Bombard is not good against Skaven. You could do something weird with Stormvermin too, like a Queek type build, which would be pretty funny. Old Queek head taker. Yeah, gotta watch out for him. He could be frightening. But big targets are super risky against the Rats. Like, big targets can really be a super massive problem. And let's get you out of Vanguard here. I think just one of those was good. And one of you. All right, I like this build. This build's a little safer. I feel like I have answers for most things. The previous build was very all-in on one direction, but feeling good about this. Only 100 Gs left. All right, good luck to Pwn Dog. Let's see what he's got, man. Let's see what evil schemes he's got. All right. So somebody in chat says, Turin, you mentioned Harpies struggling to kill routing units. It goes significantly better if you have Harpies land to deal damage. That makes sense, yeah. That's a good call. Good tip. Dude, this is the grand finals. This is like when Obi-Wan and Anakin fight. I don't know who's who in the situation. We're about to find out. Stormvermin, I think I'm equipped for them. I have Pestigors. I have Marauders of the Great Opens. I have Plague Toads. I have things that can deal with those. I have no idea what this map's like, though. Yeah, watching the olden days. You said you're watching some games with Lotus Moon. Those must be some long ones. Usually he would kite people for 20 minutes and then engage at the very end, which is certainly a strong strategy. Not the most fun to watch, but he got her done. Conquest mode, I think, is a really nice... Like, Conquest is great. It's a very simplistic, fix for land battle that works well. It could have worked as a substitute in Warhammer 3 launch for sure. Pwn has Anakin's edgy energy? Probably so. I think so. Yeah. Pwn is more Anakin here. Anakin's, he becomes Darth Vader though, right? Darth Vader is, he doesn't mess around. Oh, this is a cool map. Check this one out. All right, so we got, how far up can I Vanguard? I can Vanguard really far on this map. Okay, geez. Get some Nurglings up there, I suppose. And yeah, so let's get our army up. We got the double cultists here, which is going to be awesome. We want to use our shielded Marauders in the front. Can I pass over that pit? No, I cannot. Oh, so there's actually some blocking pits here. Interesting. So you can actually Vanguard on top of points on this map. Oh, that's some wild shit. Okay. And let's get the cultists up. So cultists are going to be rolling in the middle. Our Nurgle Sorcerer is here. We're trying, like I said, we're trying to win tonight. So we're gonna, you know, give it a proper attempt. And we'll get one Plague Bearer, like, pressing up towards his back objective, just like the slow and inexorable push. Yeah, these are some wild Vanguard points, dude. If I had known the map was like this, I would have brought more Vanguard. Yeah, 100%. But you live and you learn. All right, I'm not going to rush him. He's got a big army to set up, so I'm going to give him a minute. And let's see what's happening here. Faction War is almost ready. I'm gathering players. It's going to be not this weekend, but it's going to be next weekend, the one after this weekend, the 27th. Very excited. You know, I'm having trouble finding a land battle player who's really good at the Chorfs, or who's even interested. Nobody's expressed any interest in playing Chorfs in that. Yeah, weird. I feel like they're not bad in land battle. All right, so we get you to move up. These guys are going here. He's got mortars, avalanche mortars. Oof, that's scary. All right, so our Nurgle Sorcerer's gonna go, and what do we got? We got Teethbreakers, we got Skaven Slave Slingers. Okay, so here's the shakedown with this build. If I am able to kill his avalanche mortars, he basically loses the game. I think that would be my my 2 cents. All right, so let's get you. Let's get this Marauder to go hold that objective. Put you in group 7. And this Plague Bearer needs to waddle up here. But if those avalanche mortars are allowed to shoot and stay online. Look, my little turd goblins were able to steal that objective. It's pretty hilarious. They're going to flee now. So now we just need to save up for Furies and swarm the avalanche mortars. Because if they live, I probably have a high chance of losing. All right, so we're going to go after Ikit Claw right now because we can definitely battle him. Yeah, my character is a pretty strong fighter. So we're going to do this. We're going to do you, and we're going to do you. And we're going to save up for one more. All right, so let's get Homeboy here. We're taking our objective. Avalanche Mortar's wasting ammo on those targets is great. And my Rot Beast character will be pretty good here. So we do manage to miss Ikit Claw. Unfortunate. So let's just keep juking the Avalanche Mortars. Okay, he's running back with them. And now we just save for one more. He's going to need to advance up. You know, so am I at some point. Let's go get the Cultists, actually. We could just sit on this point for a while. Plague Bearers, ooh, they're going to get targeted here. Yeah, we got to be careful. And, all right, so Furies are coming on the outside, so let's put you in 3 and 4. And, yeah, almost there. All right, so the rats are coming. The inevitable tide of the filthy Skaven. I guess my faction is more filthy, probably. All right, so let's go here. Let's go here, and let's go on the outside over here. And see if we can knock those guys down, because otherwise I'm going to be in some trouble. The 2 cultists, though, will be very, very hard to deal with, for sure. So we're actually going to do an Overcasted Rancid to try and soften up that those guys there. If we can get the cast off, can we? Perfect. So we do get the cast off there, and now we can just run away. My guy has passive healing, so we do get the Rancid. Let's pull back these Plague Bearers. Do a little bit of this, and you guys come over the middle here, like so, and like so. Yeah, and if we kill those things, I'm feeling pretty good. So they got nailed. So let's move up the rest of our army now and get ready to fight. You guys sit on that back objective. These Plague Bearers did eat it like a champ. So now Teethbreakers are coming, but yeah, Avalanche Mortars, it should not be possible to protect them. That's the one thing I need to deal with. So the Teethbreakers, there will be sacrifices, but if we just take those offline, then we're doing good. So we did manage to connect one, which is outstanding. And now the Cultists are grinding it out on the objective. We can go ahead and push, get you guys going up. And did we get them offline? It looks like we did, just about. Yeah, perfect. So for you guys, these are what? Gutter Runners? All right. We just need to get the Avalanche Mortars offline, and you can actually just jump onto the Teethbreakers now. But yeah, without the weapons teams, we probably just clean his clock here. Maybe. Let's get you guys going. Let's get some spawn cruising up for a bruising, and we can go ahead and call in what? Chaos Knight's probably not necessary. We can do some Plague Toads, get some mass here, and do that. Do we get the Avalanche Mortars fully offline? Yeah, they're right here. They're pretty damn low. Let's go get on the Teethbreakers here. But we have taken them offline for a decent period of time. But let's go ahead and pressure onto the back objective, because we're going to win this middle objective here in a second. And yeah, they're running. The Teethbreakers are a little beat up. And we got Spawn in there fighting it out, looking good. Let's get some speed over here and see if we can take his back objective. I didn't leave a blocker on, did I? Okay. I don't know why tonight I'm like really anxious about the blocker. I'm like, did I leave that thing on again? Okay, Avalanche Mortars are back. So that's not good for us. Even if they're in their very beleaguered state, they're still going to be excellent. So we need to push. We need to push. Get you guys onto this objective, and my character, he's stuck in a bunch of stinky rats, which is basic clan rats. So let's get the cultists back there and see if they can waddle back and shut that option down. I can't let those things stay online for too long. All right, because yeah, they'll start melting my blob. And also Flensing Rune is really good here too. So very well played, Opone. All right, so we're going to summon a Plague Bearer right on top of you there. Might need to summon it a little bit closer. All right, so there it goes. We're surging in. And he's ahead in value, but not by too much. And now we collapse on these rats here. And yeah, cool. So we got you. Those guys are on the run. Let's get some Furies overhead to keep chasing them. And the blob fights are going. Back objective is being threatened by us pretty effectively. And yeah, Naked Claw is cackling nearby. Cultists are still doing it. Furies are coming from here. We need to get those guys. I wish I could get my character out of this damn dirty blob, but it's not going to be our fate right now. So let's do this, get our character around, and you guys can surge into the secondary here. We are winning on points, but he's getting a lot of value against us, so I think it's time for a big overcasted heal right here to heal up like everybody that's fighting in this blob and getting punished. And now the Furies, we need to get on top of the Avalanche Mortars and hopefully just shut those down. We'll see if we can. Okay, Toad surging into the secondary. We might just have to play like an objective stuffing strategy here. Although, I think just more Furies over the top. Because if we just get those offline, I think he inevitably loses the grind, right? Yeah, we can't quite get to them. He's doing a good job defending him. My character needs to get out. And the blob fight is going okay. That objective is still dancing. Avalanche Mortars, have they paid for themselves yet? I can't quite tell. Alright, so the Furies have escaped. We're going to go get on the Avalanche Mortars now. And we can continue fighting the Ogres. Let's get you guys back over here. Get these Furies downtown. And I think we finally do get them shut down. Finally. Yeah, they're going to go down here. Perfect. So he's starting to take the home objective from us. We are fighting here. We got Furies all over the place. More Rattling Guns being called in. Somehow, they just won't die. Yeah, they're really hanging in there. -3 leadership, at least if we break them. That's very good. All right, so let's do this. And we need to get more troops coming in. So let's get some Pesties. Not that they're going to be amazing at holding here, but they're certainly better than nothing. All right, let's, we don't want to get too far off the point. You know, that's bad news bears. And Rattling Gunners, we can go after the Teeth Breakers here. Yeah, so, I don't know. They're suppressed, I guess, is what it is. Yeah, Ikit Claw is still rolling on his little dirty Doom Wheel. We got the points advantage, and there is going to be a Flensing Rune here. Shouldn't be too bad. Mainly, you know, I have a lot of healing in this situation, and I do have a Rot Glorious Rot, which will be pretty good. We managed to swarm his Teeth Breakers here, and now we can get on top of the other weapons team, and I think this is where we can crack the game open, actually. Pone did a pretty damn good job defending those, actually. He did not do a bad job at all. Yeah, and you can see we're getting kind of beat up here ourselves. All right, so we get back here. We can use Rot Glorious Rot. Actually, I don't think it even does that much damage. Rattling Gunners aren't really a problem for us as much. You know, they do their thing, but he's probably running a little bit low on WOM at this point. Let's get there. Let's do this. Let's get these spawn. You know, the Chaos Spawn are actually doing some serious work. I'm not hating them at all. Yeah, his Avalanche Mortars, we can use Rot Glorious Rot if they come back, and that will take care of them. So the Brass Orb of Ikit is going down, and now we need to get a little something going here. So let's get the Frolickers Bubonic. That should keep that point from getting captured. Where the hell's my lord? Is he dead? Oh my god, how the hell did he break? What the hell? Yeah, my god. Okay, Ikit Claw's there. Let's go ahead and pop a Fecundity. Oh, he's like trapped by these Rat Ogres. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Rot Glorious Rot here is probably going to be decent. I don't think those other Teethbreaker units are going to come back. Okay, let's do this, and this. Let's get some Poison Hounds coming as well. Sneak those guys over there. As long as my Sorcerer comes back, I'll be feeling pretty confident. We do get the Rot Glorious Rot and summon a Plague Bearer right there too. It's going to be very nice. All right, so we're up on the point. We've intercepted a couple of these Hound units. We're still threatening the back objective ever so slightly. He's probably got some Ninja Rats heading to that side point here, and our Sorcerer will probably come back. He maybe is going to be able to chase it, maybe. So we might need to come over here. No, okay, he didn't chase it. We're fine then. All right, so this blob fight favors us. The rats have used like most of their stopping power, and this is where I think we stabilize. Yeah, we get the back point online. From here, we can get some toads, actually, to make sure we don't lose to like some sneaky rat play here. And our dogs should take on his dogs for sure. He's now got some sort of shooting back here. And he's starting to lose the blob fight. So this is where the value gap is closing, and I think his chances of winning are closing too. It's a good game so far, though. Definitely a good game. Okay, so we get this. Yeah, the rats are breaking. You can see he's very tattered. And it's evolved into a blob fight, which is always bad news bears here. Death Runners. I know Pone loves his Death Runners, so that's why I was expecting him. That's why we got the toads coming over there. We'll get that, and our hounds intercept his hounds. Another flensing rune. I mean, he's farming a lot of value off my blobs. But the blob is Nurgle blob is scary. Without weapons teams to fight, it's very thunderbolts and lightning. All right. So 2 cultists still going strong. Rats are in a bit of a full-scale retreat here. We got some hounds coming in, so let's go ahead and get some toads, some nasty mass. And now that he's out of magic, I think I'm going to get Chaos Knights. I think they will be very devastating against, you know, a lot of his units. And let's hear a shout out for these Chaos Spawn, huh? Those things are doing great. Toads will take care of the Death Runners. We're only down by a little bit of value right now. We'll drop a Fecundity here to heal up everybody, so that's going to heal the whole blob. I'm not going to make the mistake of overextending into his objective where he can farm value against me. It feels a little bit too close. So we're going to just get back to the objective. We can send some Haggard guys over there to do that. And let's just get some Nurglings heading up this way. Chase off his hounds. More toads. Brass Orb. I don't think I'm going to be able to dodge that in time. Nope, doesn't look like it. All right. So I think I have enough for one more Rancid on his Lord. Yeah, I do. Cool. So that'll help us against Ikit here. So let's get the toads into Ikit Claw. Fight on the objective. Cultist fight here. Get the Sorcerer to pound Ikit. And great. So that side's looking good. We can get these toads maneuvering over here. We do get the snipe on Ikit Claw. Fury's not super useful here. I actually just think we need fighting power. Just like bodies, it's going to be hard for him to deal with. Okay, he shot us with something. Oh, he's got some Jezzails. Okay, so let's get back into cover here. Into the Walmart cover. I actually think these spawn are doing really good. Not a ton of value, but the fact that they just live and are just kind of trolly is very good for us. All right, let's move up on the point. It's not quite a triple cap situation yet. I think if he capped it soon, he would still have a decent chance, but overall, we have some hounds over here. All right, let's see if we can get sneaky. Get some Furies coming over there too. Yeah, taking down those Jezzails would give us a lot of agency here on the field. All right, so let's fight. I think we got the numbers, and I do have more infantry coming up to support. That is going to be another frickin' flensing rune, which hurts. I think we're in triple cap territory now, so I feel pretty confident just hunkering down. And I will fight for this objective, but if I lose it, I'm confident to just move back to my last objective. It's definitely been the closest game we've had tonight, though, 100%. Cult is still fighting. I'm keeping the Sorcerer Lord back. I can't afford to lose leadership, right? So we got to be careful of that. Ikit is almost dead, too. And the Avalanche Mortars, somehow, like Palpatine, they've returned. All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Try and win that fight right there. Yeah, we got to go after the Avalanche Mortars. We can't let those things shoot. Although I think it's a little too late for them. I think it's a little bit too late. As far as this backpoint goes, we're going to start bolstering it with Plague Bearers, just to guarantee we win. Because he's starting to win the blob fight a little bit, actually. We do get the Furies on top of those. Ooh, really good one. Look at him. He got a freaking great Howling Warp Kill there to buy himself some time to protect his units. My doggo's doing that. We might be able to actually just steal the side objective if he's not watching. Yeah, we could do like a Nurgling Vanguard over here. And like maybe jack that, because he's like really committed to the middle, right? Now let's see if we can. All right, let's get on these, take down those guys, move over here. The middle, we still have a lot of sustainable units, including the toads. Cultists can get back to the middle fight, which is going to be nice. Yeah, 2 Avalanche Mortars he did. They went back to their base and they restocked an ammunition, and yeah, that's how they did it. Pesties, oh my god, look at the damage on those guys. All right, let's start using Fecundity here to buy a little bit of time. We do take down those Warplock Jezzails. Now we just hunker down to the back objective, like I said, and just really make sure you can't get back here. Because it is easily a situation. Oh my god, they just deleted that full health unit. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They do it all the time. We start to win the blob fight again here, though. Now that the cultist has arrived, he's debuffing them. So much for my back cap, right? I had these grand plans of a back cap, but that's just not going to happen. Death Runners versus Plague Bearers. Pretty easy fight for us there. Hounds, yeah, let's just kind of keep the capture pressure up here. Although we might be able to just weasel our way in there if he's not watching. He's trying to get to the middle, but he's not going to have enough time. I think we just do this while the Nurglings... Oh, come on, my dogs. Who let the dogs out? Let's get another Hound unit. Come over here. Oh, no. Well, wrong side. I guess we're going to go there. Yep, they got mortared. So Avalanche Mortars have gotten how much value this game? 1,700, but on 2 summons, mind you. So here we just grind. He's going to take that from us, but we're just going to hunker down on our back objective and cackle. And Skaven, the foul Skaven will hopefully be defeated here today. Let's get back up there, see if we can grab that point. That'd be pretty strong. Yeah, Skaven did overwhelm that position, but, you know, they let us hold it for too long. Let's keep these hounds. Let's go here. He's trying to come to the back objective here. Oh, those Avalanche Mortars. Oh, God, they hurt. All right, what can we get here pronto? Not pronto, but, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. Gonna try and get some poison doggos back there. Let's get you guys back to just swarm the avalanche mortars. I think we steal his back point too. I don't think he's watching. Yeah, I'm just gonna force path everything through on top of the avalanche mortars there and call it a day. All right, so the Death Runners are losing the fight. We do manage to get some Plague Toads through, which is pretty big. He does launch a couple shots, but we do have the capture weight there. So I think we capture that back objective and then we hold our home, and that's just GG. Nurgle's Pestilent Glory! It was a really good match, though. Really good. Ikit probably got a shit ton of value, too. 4,600 value on Ikit. Oh, man. That is a lot. All right. The cultists go here. You guys go here. We steal his back objective. We fecundity those guys for a little bit of staying power. The rats are swarming, but we have every home field advantage here. GG, well played. Yeah, buddy. Nurgle's Pestilent Glory all day. That was a close match, actually. Really, his defense was quite good in the beginning. The Rattling Gunners, the Howling Warp Gales, like he locked down the Furies very, very well. The Overcasted Rancid on those guys is what got it for us. No one really, I mean, look at the spawn though. The spawn did quite good. 1,200 value on the spawn, and they still were fighting in the late game. There were still like 5 models left. Furies got karate chopped a couple times over, but GG Pwn. That was a stressful game, dude. The Flensing Runes were so good. 4,600 value in your avalanches. Oh god. All right. Praise be to Nurgle. And also to the Horn Rat. The Horn Rat deserves like an honorable mention for that one. That was good. That was a very good match. Pwn played very, very well today. Close game. Could have gone either way, for sure. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for tonight. We have won it with the forces of Nurgle. And yeah, that's pretty much it. GG, well played. Adios. Do widzenia, guys. I don't know what else to say. Drop a like on the way out if you guys enjoyed what you saw. It always helps keep the old Total War engine going during slower times. All right, so we report that. And now I'm going to go watch the Orville, which is a great show. I didn't think I would like it, you know, but like I thought the Orville was going to be like pure satire of Star Trek, which it has a lot, which is funny. But it also has some good drama and like good storylines in it too, especially after when season 2 starts. It's a really fun show. If you guys are fans of Star Trek, highly recommend Orville. It's very fun. Anyways, that's it. Take care of yourselves. Drop a like on the way out. See if we can break 300 here. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go hang out with my smoking hot wife. And that is it. Adios. Do widzenia. Take care of yourselves. And see you guys all around.